life of a woman or a man.
In truth, we've started this podcast, so what's up, everybody?
You're like, no. Bridges he's burned, or the way that she died.
We're probably peeking all over these microphones right now.
The story never ends. Let's celebrate and remember a year in the life of friends.
I guess the people will wait. It's fine.
How about... I'm just joking.
What's up, everybody?
Hey.
Welcome to Lights, Camera, Cocktails. How y'all doing out there? This is a podcast where we pair amazing cocktails with amazing
motherfucking movies.
Nice. I like that.
You like
Check
that?
you out. Way to set up that ball and knock it out.
Thank you.
We're back again. This is our last episode for musical month.
Oh, I'm so sad.
I know, it's been fun.
This has been a banger month.
Right? And Smashley's with us once again.
yeah.
She's just whenever
Smashley
she's
in
free,
the
she's just gonna be here
motherfucking
from now on.
Yes.
You guys are gonna have to deal with it.
Deal with
I'm
it.
sorry. She's extra
I'll be
cute.
a surprise once in a while. It'll be a nice surprise.
I like
Yeah.
it.
Go back to work, babe. You look so cute tonight, though.
Thanks.
We
So-
do all kind of look cute tonight.
Yeah,
I'm feeling
yeah,
hot,
dressed up.
but
I know,
I'm looking
seriously.
cute.
I got my beanie on and everything. We're all dressed for the occasion.
Yes.
If y'all can't tell. You take the reins. I'm tired.
All right.
That was a lot.
Well, we all drink it. Should I tell you the movie or tell you the drink first?
Let's tell a movie since we're already dressed up.
All right. We dressed up. And Smashy, what movie we watching today?
Rent. Ooh, yes.
Last year's
rent.
rent.
This year's rent. Next year's rent. Rent. We're not gonna pay rent. Okay.
Damn, I'm going to have to turn down your... I wasn't
Sorry.
planning on it, but I guess I'm going to have to
We're gonna
turn
be
down
You guys,
your
I'm sorry.
microphone on this one,
We're gonna
babe.
be singing.
I'm sorry.
God damn.
Okay, so yeah, rent.
Them levels, though.
I'm sorry, it's a rock opera. What do you want from me?
Rock opera.
Okay, so we are drinking a Tom Collins.
Yeah.
We're drinking a Tom Collins.
I know, I'm all sweaty
love
already.
it.
Ah, you got a little something. You got some Schmidt on your face. I got you. You're good.
I feel like a fat girl.
Tom
Okay,
Collins.
so we drinking a Tom Collins, which I've never had
Nice.
today, ever.
I haven't. Have you had one, babe?
Yeah, I have.
All right,
course
well
you
then
have.
you can tell me if I'm close.
How was it?
Cool.
So a Tom Collins is 2 ounces of dry gin. This one's extra dry because that's just what I had. We have 1.5 ounce of lemon juice, freshly squeezed by me. 1/2 ounce of simple syrup, freshly made by my mama.
Thank you, Jeanette.
Thank you, mama. And you top it off with club soda. But I got lemon club soda
Oh, check you
to
out.
add a little more flavor because I thought it was just going to be straight
Is it
gin.
going to get you back here?
I don't know. I've never tasted it. So what you're going to do is you're going to put it in a Collins glass.
Whoa.
And you're going to top it with you're going to build it in the glass. So you can put everything in it. You're going to top it with the soda so there's no shaking in it.
Layers, people.
Yep.
Layers.
And you're going to put a garnish of some maraschino cherries. People put lime or lemons or oranges, whatever you want. But we cherrying it up. So that is the Tom Collins. I
And-
don't know how to...
Anytime that we drink this, we usually like to give a shout out to Seagram's Gin
Yep.
because we drink it and,
And
eventually they're going to pay us.
They
for
going to
it.
pay us for it. One day.
That would be so cool if they were our first sponsor.
I won. I'm going to call them.
Cheers, you guys.
Cheers, you guys.
I fucks with you.
I fucks with
That's
you too.
really lucky.
And I think it's because I used the lemon, sparkling lemon,
Yeah.
that it helped. If
Is
it
that,
was just
is
regular,
that good? Yes, that's a yes.
We'll fox
We'll
with each
fox
Fox
with each other.
other.
Shout out to Ken Rosando. What's happening, man?
That's pretty good.
All right,
I like it.
I fucks with it because I brought a backup champagne because I did not know how I was gonna feel about this. But I think that using the lemon sparkling water or whatever
Okay.
helped.
I think it doesn't help me.
No, is it too
Is it
limey?
too sour for you, babe?
I think it affects the.
She just wanted wine and beer.
I know. I
She did. She told me that's what
Really
we
did.
wanted. But I thought this was more
And
creative.
13 orders of fries. Is that it here?
Wine and beer. Which we screamed last week.
Yes.
It's all good. I had wine and beer back home. Lots of wine and beer.
Oh,
She went to Wisconsin, y'all.
Wisconsin, and they can and do drink wine and beer.
All right, so you guys ready for a little?
I like it.
Do you?
It's good.
Don't lie. Don't lie to the people.
I would try it without the lemon soda.
Okay.
Just regular soda.
But I thought that it would taste too much gin, and I don't like gin like that.
I don't mind the taste of gin.
I think
so
it's,
I think it's
Ashley grew up in a good home where they measured the sugar when they poured lemonade and stuff, rather than just taking the CNH
Look,
and
I
just
got the
going
like
like
good
this
kind.
and just pouring the bag and timing it. It's like, that's about right.
Okay, I can understand because it does say that there's 16% lemon juice in this, so that
Very
just
lemony.
added on it.
yeah. All good.
I like it.
She's like Tisha Campbell in House Party. She's like, oh, that just makes my teeth hurt.
Got to put more sugar in it.
One more, like, oh, what are you talking about, girl? That's good.
I feel like
Yeah.
once the ice dilutes a little bit for you, you're gonna be jamming on it. Okay,
That might be right.
jamming on the one. All right, so
The ones and twos.
no, it's just a line from the Cosby Show. Theo, he like meets Stevie Wonder. I don't know why they meet Stevie
I remember
Wonder.
that episode.
And he's
Yeah,
like-
they like got in a car accident with him or something,
Something
like that.
and he takes him to the
Which
studio.
is funny in the first place because Stevie
What
Wonder
he
doesn't
drive?
Guess who we met?
Did you
Stevie Wonder.
Have you seen the carpool karaoke with him?
Yes, I
Yes.
have.
And he starts off driving. He's like, I don't think you could drive. Stevie." So, the Tom Collins. Are you guys ready for a little bit of her story?
Yes, because I was about to do a run on Stevie Wonder jokes. So
Oh, God.
don't get me started.
All right, so here's a little about her story for you. So the Tom Collins was first talked about in Jerry Thomas's book, and Jerry Thomas is the godfather of American mixology. So in 1876, in his second edition of his book called The Bartender's Guide, which I was looking up,
I've heard of that book.
and I want one of these old ass ones that he has, like first and second edition of them. Not
Gotcha.
like real ones, but like reprints. It looks pretty cool, and so I need to get me that because it's old as fuck, and it has all these old ass shit in there. Robin, are you licking my legs?
Robin is going to be a situation today.
It's okay, baby girl.
We're getting close to 4th of July. We live in northern Mexico, a.k.a.
Northern
LA,
Mexico.
and fools be lighting off fireworks forever.
Not even July yet, yo.
And so if they end up on the episode, we're sorry in advance, people.
I feel like
It
they
is
would have
what it
already
is.
popped them by now.
No, it's only 10:30.
When did they get cracking? Pun intended. Okay, so
I like that.
Thank you. So yeah, he talks about the Tom Collins, and basically he has like the bear version of it. I think it's just gin, like sugar,
Oof.
lemon juice, and like carbonated water.
Before people knew how bad sugar was for
Just
you.
plain sugar. So now we use simple syrup, which is not much better, but it's not grainy sugar in there,
Yeah.
which sounds kind of weird.
Yeah.
All right.
I get that.
So here is the story of Tom Collins. You ready? Tom Collins, he was a loud and boisterous man who was known for sitting in a tavern and talking shit about everybody he met.
Damn.
Okay? Or sometimes people he hadn't even met before, he was talking shit about them. So he's legendary. So people would go back to their good friends and say like, yo, Tom Collins, he was talking shit about you, saying this and saying that. And then they would gaslight him and, you know, like encourage him to go to this tavern to confront Tom Collins. So these people would go to the bar to confront him and they wouldn't see him. And they'd ask the bartender like, hey, do you know where Tom Collins is? And he'd be like, okay, yeah, I'll be right back.
And
And he would come back with the Tom Collins cocktail.
Oh
That's
my
awesome.
god.
And so this was the Tom Collins hoax that people used to pull on people
Yeah.
that's
back
funny.
in the day.
I wonder if bartenders nowadays know about this.
Yeah.
I doubt it.
And if you walk up to their bar and ask them, will they bring you a Tom Collins?
Yeah. So there is no real.
That's an awesome test
That's
that
a fun
we should
history.
test some
Yeah.
some bars in the local area
Some bars, or go to like a mixology bar.
Yeah, where they
Old
know their
school,
shit.
yeah.
where they know their shit,
Yeah,
where they know their
history.
history.
Yeah.
Their herstory. And if they don't, I'd be like, you need to learn your herstory. Give me a Tom Collins.
Snap.
So
Don't worry, we put it on audiobooks for you.
there
Lights,
is
Camera, Cocktail. Subscribe.
there is more herstory to it, but I thought that was really funny. There's a debate on if it was made in England or America.
Mm-hmm.
And the English say that it's named after someone named like John
Jacob.
Collins. John Collins. And
No.
he, didn't really exist either. And it was like a wrong name based off of some song. There's like a bunch of shit. But out of all the herstory that I read, this one got me laughing. So I decided to tell you guys that one.
Okay.
So
I
that's
like
a little
one.
bit of
That's a good one.
herstory
Yeah.
about Mr. Tom
The
Collins.
Tom Collins, who I am dressed somewhat
Yeah,
like,
that
but I
was
wasn't
your
allowed to put a
inspiration.
trench coat because, dude,
It's summer.
It's June. It's
It's-
hot. Be happy I threw on the beanie. But
I'm wearing a
Collins
jacket.
is definitely my
And a
favorite
scarf.
character
Oh,
in
you
this
should have
movie.
grown on your little stash.
No,
thing.
I look too
Okay.
Mexican. Hey, fucker.
You look good.
Hey, fucker. I can't be talking like that all day. It's not how Collins looks.
Okay, so you guys ready for the stats?
Yes.
Yes.
Hit me. Sorry.
Hit me one time.
Bass man, give me a bass.
Hey.
1, 2, 3.
Hit me! I was listening
were
to
singing that
Dreamgirls
earlier.
today and yesterday. We listen to our own
We
stuff.
do.
We're just as much
It's been-
audience members as we are creators
Yeah,
of this show.
Especially if I didn't edit it, I want to hear what
Yeah,
it
I want to
sounds
see
like.
what you did. You want to see what I did
Yep.
with it.
Yep.
You know? And I was jamming in the
Oh,
car.
I was having so much fun with that one. You don't even know. Okay, so we got Rent. Came out.
You got rent because I don't got
I ain't got
Friends
Rent.
doing
No,
it
no,
for
no.
weeks.
rent.
It is,
Shit.
but I
Thank
ain't
God
got it.
one of us has it.
So November 23rd, 2000, and Ferv.
Ferv.
I like
Five.
making
Oh, 2005.
Five.
Ferv. I like making weird noises sometimes. I'm sorry.
It's 10:30
Especially
at
when-
night.
I know. So my brain's not
I'm
really
not going to
working.
catch everything.
Okay, November 23rd, 2005.
Ferv?
Ferv came out. And did you go see it in the theater,
I
Smash?
did see it in theaters, yes,
Did you
with
see it
a
in
bunch of theater
theaters?
friends.
No.
I did.
This
I
was
saw it
long
multiple
before I even
We did.
discovered musicals and all of their glory.
I discovered this like mini theater geeks in high school.
Mm-hmm. Well, you'll keep going.
Yeah,
Keep
yeah,
going.
yeah. Okay, so
Don't
stats.
save it for later, Ben.
No, we gonna save it. Don't
Yeah.
you fuck up my stats.
We might not have it later.
Okay, so the budget, $40 million,
For this? Damn.
Yeah.
and today's money, it's $52 million. It made $29 million,
Ooh,
which in today's money is $38 million. So
Yikes.
it did not make
Sorry,
money.
guys.
So it did not make sense.
Yeah.
That sucks.
But I love this movie. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, the movie
Shit.
turned out pretty well.
Pretty
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
so
like it, honestly.
are you ready for the Rotten Tomatoes?
Apparently not.
I don't think you are. Critics, 46%.
Damn,
They couldn't even give it a 50. That's what I think is kind of fucked.
It's a F minus.
Yeah. Okay.
Shit.
The audience, though, gave it an 83.
Okay.
Okay.
So not bad.
Yeah.
Do you want to know what Zenobia's Rotten Tomatoes is?
What is it?
I give it a 97 because I think it's really well done and it takes the stage play and turns it into the film. Like, I really enjoy how they intertwine Mark's film in the movie.
Yeah.
I
How
love
you see
it.
his film.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love it because it's not something you get to see in the play.
Right.
So I gave
true.
it a little bit extra
Yeah.
because it did homage to the play.
It did.
It
It,
really
it
did.
was nice seeing New York City
Homage?
too.
Is that what you said?
I don't know what I said.
Amish?
I heard Amish.
I feel like I said Amish, but I
I
was
just want
gonna
to
keep going
clarify
by.
for the people.
Fuck you.
The people want to know.
People know I've been drinking. That's the
We just
stance.
started drinking.
I know. That's the
Oh,
stance.
it's gonna be. That's the kind of night it's gonna be.
Oh yeah, I had some champagne before I started, y'all.
It's gonna be a fun night.
So
I'm excited.
that's the stats on Rant.
Okay.
Good stats.
It's
Do you
decent
think-
stats.
do you
I
think
would
that
have
my
been more
rating
like
is too
with
high?
the people. I don't know if I would have given it a 97.
Sure.
But that's because you're not. I don't know. You're
I'm
a
not
huge
my.
fan.
I
of
didn't
this.
grow up in
Yeah.
the theater, so I mean,
get it.
Maybe that's why it is.
I get it.
But as an audience member, I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm not in love with it.
I probably
that
would have
makes
given
sense.
it to like an 85 to 90.
Yeah. The
mean,
music is unparalleled.
Right.
It's-
Maybe that's why.
Yeah.
Because every song's a banger.
every
Yes.
single song is so.
Except one. I
fucking
got one that I don't like.
Hit me with it.
Uh-oh.
We're living in America at the end of the millennium.
We just proved that it is a good song, though, because we all know it.
It's like the Twilight Zone. I know the
It's not that bad.
complete Broadway soundtrack, which is
Yeah.
the whole show
Mm-hmm.
by heart. So
I have
I already
issues with
know
a
it.
couple of parts of the movie, therefore I would give it somewhere like the audience, like an 85.
all right, I did.
What would you do, babe?
Between 85 to 90.
Word?
It did transition well from the stage version into the movie.
And they use a lot of stage versions, costumes, and set kind of things to make it work. So I'm all for it.
Sure.
I got you.
I guess, like, theater people who love Rent, they enjoyed the movie. I think maybe part of the complaint or problem was a lot of the people in the movie were in the original cast of Rent. So they're a little older now in the movie.
All but two.
Yeah. They're a little older now in the movie, so maybe I think like seeing the years from like the stage version up until the movie, you can kind of notice it in the characters. So
Can I give a fun fact?
Yeah.
Fun fact. So the two that did not come back were who were
Mimi.
Mimi and Joanne.
Yes.
They didn't come back. Mimi said that she didn't want to come back because she could not pass as a 19-year-old anymore, and she
Yeah.
thought
I
it
get
was
that.
just too much, so she didn't come back.
Yeah.
Then Joanne didn't
Shout
come.
out Mimi.
Yeah.
I mean, no, she still looks good. Don't
She
get me
does.
wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She looks
But
like
But
even
she
in-
don't look 19.
she looks like
Right.
45-year-old Mimi.
Yeah, so that wouldn't have worked. And then Joanne didn't come back because she was pregnant at the time of filming, so
Oh,
they
good
had to
thing.
replace her.
I got you.
Otherwise, they would have been all except one.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Can we move on to the completely made up drinking game?
Well, first I
So
want to point
excited.
out, babe,
What's that?
you are dressed in the likeness
Oh,
Oh,
of,
Mimi.
obviously. So for the people that haven't really like familiarized themselves with the movie,
yes, she's
and
Mimi.
Zenobia did have a hat, but it's too fucking
It's too
hot.
hot.
I still keep this one on because it is a
Your hair would
Lydia
look-
'Cause Colin's
Morales original.
fucking-
Y'all can't get
Yeah.
none of these.
I still don't have one, and
You
I've
don't
been
have
part of
one?
this family for a long time.
Shit.
Shoot.
Do you hear that? You hear that, Lily?
You hear that?
Lily?
Oh, that's right.
Ooh.
Mama, I'm calling you out to the world. I ain't got no stuff to give
People
you. I
have
know.
waited for years
For
to
those
get their hands
beanies,
on
yeah.
these.
Well, I'm trying to promote you.
My buddy Wesley's on
world.
back order from like 7 years ago.
I known your mom longer than 7 years.
He asked for it 7 years ago. When did
What?
you ask for yours?
10 years ago.
Liar.
I've known her at least 10 years.
But you gotta ask for him. You
I
know
feel-
how her memory goes. She smokes a lot of weed. How's your memory these days?
Mine's good.
You're 30.
But I do write all of my facts down because I can't remember. So we'll see how that goes. So yeah, I am dressed as
Miss
Pussy Galore in person, aka Angel.
my darling, be a dear.
Haven't slept in a year. Okay, so here's the drinking game. You take one sip when Roger does his guitar riff.
Nice.
Bow,
Bow, bow, bow, bow,
bow.
That doesn't sound like me. That is walls.
Yes. Okay, so you take one sip when you see through the 16 millimeter screen,
Nice.
which is
okay.
He's
even got that crank on it
He
and
does.
everything.
He has the old fuck. It's cool. So when you see Mark's video, you would take a sip.
It's actually similar to the clock that Ashley's mom just got us.
She did get us.
Shout out. Thank you, Fanny. We love the new clock. It is awesome.
I think it's
She
cool.
don't listen, but
But it's cool.
One day
It's-
she will, and she'll catch up, and she'll be like, "Oh,
yeah, she's gonna get into it one of these days.
So you take one sip when you see drugs or see somebody doing drugs.
Oh,
a good one.
candy bar wrapper. She knew he was lying too.
Yep. Okay. So you take one sip when someone is Out on the Fire Escape,
Ooh.
which is
a good
also semi like related to the Broadway show Set. That's what
That's
it's supposed
true,
to symbolize, which I fucking love.
That is a good set. Mimi's ass is out there a lot.
Yeah, that's how she gets into their house.
Tonight.
Oh god, we will get to it. So I did not take a simp every song because
That's a lot of songs.
too much songs.
You'd be simping since simping was simping.
Since been simping. So you take one simp when Angel takes off his wig, or he doesn't have his wig on.
There's a
Oh
couple
my
of times.
God.
Yeah,
Well,
usually
he
when
starts
he's in,
out without it. Does that count?
he starts
Right.
off without it. He takes it off when he goes to the life support
Yes, he
meetings, and then he takes off when he's sick.
My heart goes out to him when he does that too. When
Yeah,
he's
he's like-
actually in the support group and
Yeah.
he's peeling off his layers in his
Yeah.
mask. He's like, "This is me."
I love it when Mark comes and he like makes a fool of himself.
Yeah,
and then they show Angel and she's
motherfucker.
like pinky waving at him. I love it. Like, get it.
Just say your name, motherfucker. Hi, I'm Mark. And no, it's not
Mark.
okay. Put the camera away.
Yeah, Mark. You take one simp when they go to the life support meeting,
Right.
and there's quite a few of
A lot
those.
of simping.
Yep, Mark, Colin, Mimi goes a couple times. I think Roger shows
I was gonna say,
up.
doesn't Roger?
He does. Yep. You take one simp when they drink alcohol,
Okay.
Yeah.
which they do often.
Yeah.
Even Colin comes in with a bottle when he comes in.
Handcrafted beers made in
Local
local
breweries.
breweries.
When they're drinking at the bar, all that shit. You take one simp every time Maureen flirts with someone or says Pookie.
Ooh.
Bitch, you ain't never called me Pookie before.
Kiss Pookie.
It won't work.
I'll look before I leave.
I'm really trying not to
I
finish
know.
every line of songs. Okay, so you take one simp when someone sings on a roof,
Huh.
Okay.
and
That's
that
fun.
happens quite often
Yeah.
as well.
I never noticed.
Mainly Rogers out there
I
singing
was
like a
gonna
little
say,
pussy bitch.
One song.
Yeah,
Glory.
I love him. I do, but
He
Come
got
on.
issues.
he do.
He's got
He's
baggage.
got baggage. Yes, I got baggage too. I'm looking for baggage that goes with mine. Okay, I'm sorry.
I should tell you.
All right, so what is your favorite song?
I'm just gonna keep simping.
Okay, well,
I'm torn between, obviously, I love Collins and Angel.
Yes.
So Santa Fe is great, and so is I'll Cover You.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could choose between the two
I feel you.
because
you.
Collins just has that voice.
I love BOM. You can't sit down when you listen to it. You got to be like,
Yeah,
fuck
dance
yeah,
to
you want to
it, yeah.
dance on the table. Out Tonight,
Okay.
which is so
Mimi?
much
Okay.
Yeah,
fun.
Mimi's song.
Which I did sing when I like moved to San Francisco and would come home late at
I
night.
got to go. That was a Cher version of it.
I was like, whoa, got to go.
Babe, don't Oh.
He almost had a spit take. That's definitely staying in.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so I love Out Tonight.
What the fuck?
Oh. Do it again.
It was only a one-time thing. I don't know where that came from.
I had a full swig of Tom Collins. I couldn't do nothing. That would have went straight to the
Oh
leg.
my god. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Well, I love that song because it's just a fun song. One
Okay.
of our big listeners, Matthew, my friend, loves our show.
Matthew, what's
Thanks,
happening?
Matthew.
And he even helped me come up with this drink because we were throwing out rent
Ooh.
ideas.
All right.
And he said that song inspired him to move to New York, you guys.
Wow.
Nice.
And he did move to New York to go to school, but now he's back here in Cali because, you know, our
does he
weather's
do?
better.
Where is he?
What's he do?
Yeah,
Nowhere.
what does he do and where is he?
Well, he's in Riverside, and I call him the mayor of Riverside because he knows everything about fucking Riverside.
Nice.
He works for the county and he works for
okay,
the
you've
city.
told me about him
Yeah,
before.
and he, does all the licensings for new buildings and permits and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
So anytime anything's popping up in the city, I'm like, where the fuck is this coming from? And he's like, oh, this.
Should ask him about the trees.
Yep. Oh, we know about the trees.
Okay.
Some of our sick trees out there that are over 100 years old, dying orange trees. Anyway, but yeah. Hi, Matthew.
Hi, Matthew.
Yeah.
Babe,
so-
what's your favorite song?
Oh, what? Oh,
Hi. Welcome to Lights, Camera,
I
Cocktails.
will choose. I'll cover you as one of my favorites, and Take Me or Leave Me.
I'm gonna say I Cover You at the Funeral is my
Yeah, I like both
favorite.
versions. for
I love
sure.
I like both versions.
But if I had to pick between both of those, Colin just sadly singing it while everybody's singing behind him in the church gives me fucking chills every time.
That
Right,
one like
every
hits
time.
home.
Every time.
As far as the ones that
So
I like
beautiful.
to sing along with, is the earlier version.
I still like to sing
Yeah.
along to
And
that one.
Santa Fe. Got that voice, dude.
Santa Fe.
We'll open up a
does.
restaurant in
Santa
Santa Fe. Sunny Santa Fe would be nice. And I don't gotta try and sing high because
Nope.
Collins has that deep voice. Can actually kind of.
We'll cast the
Hold a
ball
note.
off and
So,
go so
have you guys ever
far
been
away.
to Santa Fe?
No.
Is that just?
Where is
I've
it?
never been either.
Do
But is it
you
really like
know
that?
the
Like,
way to
nice?
San Jose. I know
Because
that
a
song.
like
lot
that,
of
like-
musicals talk about
yeah,
it.
they talk about like going to Santa Fe.
Dionne Warwick told me I needed to go there.
Fe, are you there?
Maybe
Newsies?
maybe we should go.
Maybe
Let's
see what all
go.
the hype is about.
It's probably bogus, but I don't want to go.
I mean, they got like Santa Fe style Mexican food apparently.
Let's go. I love Mexican. Let's do it.
Those Mexicans.
All Mexican.
Fellas,
Food, people, music, candy, Mexican. All right.
like that Mexican candy,
I love Mexican.
saluditos and all that shit.
I tell people I'm Mexican all the fucking time. I tell my Puerto Rican all the time, actually.
Gotcha. Okay.
So you're going to finish your drink when the cops break up Maureen's performance.
Ah, that's a good point.
Okay? And you're going to finish your drink when Sweet Angel dies.
Oh,
And you're going to finish your drink when Mimi comes back from life.
okay.
How's that? That's a happy one.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Those are kind of close together, though,
Girl,
aren't they?
turn around.
Yeah.
You
I guess
that boy's
you're gonna
song.
nurse your drinks in the beginning and finish 3 of them quick.
Well,
So don't make no plans
the
for
cops
after the
breaking
movie.
up the thing is like towards the beginning because that's when we first meet Maureen. But then
No, yeah, you're right. I
Angel
gotcha.
dying is the beginning of the end.
Yeah.
And Mimi coming back to life is,
Is
the
the
end.
is the end? Yeah. I got you.
I thought about it. It's 25 minutes between Angel dying and Mimi coming back, by the way. Timed it. All right, so that is the completely made up drinking game. Yes. I hope that, I legit hope that our listeners sing it along with us.
I hope they do.
I hope you do. That would just make
I
my
do.
day. Do you?
She started listening.
You guys, I had to
Way
put
to
her on
throw
the
me under the
motherfucking
bus.
show.
We got a new subscriber.
Shit.
All we had to do was just put her on
Put her
one
on
of
the
the episodes
show.
eventually.
2 episodes and then the
Now
bitch
she
is
gets
like,
it.
all right.
Oh, should we dive into this movie?
Can I give you a little more herstory
On what?
on the legend of Rent? Now, out of all Broadway musicals, the backstory of Rent is probably one of the most famous and most like heartbreaking.
That's true. Yeah.
So,
I already know where you're going. So yes,
so I
please.
kind of need to bust into it because this shit kind of broke some boundaries. So Rent is loosely based on the 1896 opera La Bohème. For some people who did not know that, not La Bohème,
Love
La
you
Bohème.
well.
La Bohème. It is an Italian. It's made by an Italian composer named something I can't pronounce. I wrote it down and I was like, you know what? Fuck that shit. And it's about a group of penniless, starving
Sitar
artists. Starving artists that came up in the 19th century in Paris. And the 4 main characters share a small house together. And when they get cold, they have to burn their own work to keep warm. So I kind of like that because it kind
No.
of symbolizes what they were doing there, kind of.
Oh,
So I'll try to pronounce Italian composer Giacomo Puccini.
Ah, Puccini.
Puccini.
let me see it.
Giacomo
Let me get
Puccini.
in the Italian accent.
You
sir.
are right, but I didn't even want to try
the
it.
It's
way
okay.
that you say it is
the middle.
first I have to see it. You are right. This is Giacomo Puccini.
Now we can't get out of the accent.
Gina Pony computer. Take a
And
drink,
now
you
I'm
guys.
just stuck in the accent.
He did an accent. Take a drink.
Just take a drink and we keep it going with the Delights Camera Cocktails.
So the four main characters share a small house, like I said, and they would burn their work, and their city was stuck in this awful disease called tuberculosis.
I almost said that shit in Italian accents.
Tuberculosis. Dang, I'm slurring. Epidemic that was hitting Paris at that time. So those are some of the similarities to Rent and
Doc
Lung.
Holliday disease.
Yep, where you gonna start coughing up blood, the iron lung or whatever they called it. So,
Lunger.
really?
They called it Lunger.
Oh,
Well, in like the Wild West times.
it just
What's the matter with him? Lunger.
no.
Yeah, well, I hope you die.
So, the mastermind behind Rent was Jonathan Larson, and he was from New York, and he loved the performing arts, and he ended up going to Alfred University, go Panthers, in the Garden City, and he got a 4-year scholarship to attend there for acting.
Get it, my dude.
Yeah, so he was in there learning his shit, and he started with this show. He started with a stage reading in 1993. He started in 1990 writing this, but by 1993, he got to the stage reading of this. And then he moved it to a studio production, and it ran for 3 weeks. And 2 producers stopped by to see the show, and at first they weren't really getting what was going on. But by the time Light My Candle came on, they thought that this was the best piece of musical theater storytelling that they had seen in forever. So they immediately thought this was great. During intermission, they found Jonathan and was like, we want to produce this fucking shit.
Nice.
This was like one of the first like modern musicals to hit Broadway.
Yes. And he was like, you don't want to see the second act? And they were like, I mean, we are going to see it, but
Yeah.
we still want to do this.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So
They're
yeah,
already, like,
so the
sold on
producers were in there like swim here.
Yeah.
So let's jump to January 24th, 1996. So
Well, something that we should mention is that he was taken under the wing of Stefan Sondheim while he was at university,
Yes.
and therefore that's kind of where he got
Wait,
his crap.
Steven? What?
Stefan?
Stefan? Okay.
Stefan. I didn't say Steven.
I don't know.
To her.
it's a Sondheim.
Sondheim.
Do anything taboo.
Yeah, he even throws
So
it
he
in
throws
there.
them in there. So you're right. So he learned from the best of how to make a musical.
Yeah.
So on January 24th, 1996, the cast had their final dress rehearsal in New York at the New York Theater Workshop. And it was an off-Broadway venue, still around. And everything was running smoothly. After the rehearsal, he did an interview with the New York Times. He went home to his apartment in the Village, and the next day, Jonathan Larson was found dead in his kitchen floor after suffering an aneurysm.
Aneurysm.
Jesus!
Aneurysm.
Am I having one? Because
Yeah,
I cannot
because you said
speak.
smoothie instead of smoothly already.
Smoothie.
Aren't you okay?
I don't know.
What's the matter? Is the mustache too big?
Every motherfucking time. Okay, so yeah. He was found dead, and he was 35 years old. So he was young.
I'm 35. What the fuck?
Don't go dying on me. I'm sorry.
Manage your stress levels.
That's from fucking Dumb and
I'm like
Dumber.
rubbing. I'm getting chest pains just thinking about it.
Stop. So that day, Rent was set to do its preview performance. And that night, with heavy heart, the cast decided that they were going to still do the show in honor of him.
Absolutely. That's, I think, how he would have wanted it.
Yeah, so they closed it off to the general public, and they saved every seat for his family and friends, and they did the show. But they sat there and they did the show just like a sing-through of the show. And by the time they got to La Vie Boheme, they could not contain themselves, and they got up and started dancing, and then went into doing their normal blocking and staging for the show. And one of the most memorable things from that night, other than everybody being there and the emotional tension that's in the room, was that after it was over, it was kind of silent. No one clapped. And someone just screamed out, Thank you, Jonathan Larson. And everyone claps and was crying.
Yeah.
So at the end of this movie, you will see that actually come up on the screen. Thank you, Jonathan Larson, because of that moment. And
That's
that
awesome.
That's awesome.
he put his whole like life and heart
Yeah.
into this show. So let's get into the awards of this motherfucking shit, okay? So it
They
was
gave him a 9 night.
so he was nominated.
Well,
they were
let me touch on that real quick. A 9 night is a Jamaican thing, where when somebody passes, they at the funeral perform songs and performances,
Oh my God.
either that this person has written or that has had a hand in creating.
I want that.
It's a beautiful. They got a master ceremony that brings people in and out and everything. It's
I want everybody to
absolutely
sing
beautiful.
a fun fact about me. Go fun fact.
Yeah, I attended a 9 night
Noted.
about recently for a friend of mine, and it's a beautiful, beautiful
That
way
sounds
to
awesome.
celebrate somebody's
Yeah.
life,
I want
especially
that.
if they're an artist like
Sure.
this.
I want that. Plus, like New Orleans, where you like go sadly there and then you party back. I want that too.
Mm.
'Cause that shit's
He's an
dope.
artist. He's an artist who one of those artists that passed away before seeing the success.
Yeah,
Of
so
what he created.
he didn't even know how big this movie got and how many people it touched, or this play. It was nominated for 10 Antoinette Perry Awards,
That's a tongue twister.
aka the Tonys, in 1996, and it won 4 for
Get
Best
it.
Musical, Best Book, Best Original Score, and Best Performance by Angel. He got his.
He sure did.
And it also is one of 8 Pulitzer Prize winning musicals.
Word.
Only 8. And I'm about to tell you them. They do them almost like every decade kind of gets one.
They come along like the great fighters once
Yeah.
every 10 years.
It's called, one of them is of the I Sing from 1932.
Okay.
South Pacific of
Of course.
1950. We got How to Succeed in Business.
That's a funny one.
That's a good
Without
one.
even trying.
Without even trying.
In 1962, we got A Chorus Line in 1979.
It's a brontosaurus line.
We have Sunday in the Park with George in 1985. And we got Hamilton in 2016.
Damn.
Word?
Damn.
Yep.
Nice.
So those are some of the awards that they fucking won. And this show ran for 12 years on Broadway.
I'm a damn fool
People
that shot
would
him.
stand in line for hours
Yep.
trying to get tickets. And I believe it might be the first show to actually have like a student low income like ticket holder spot.
Nice.
You know what I'm talking? I don't
Yeah.
know what it's called. Is that what it's called?
I mean, there's lottery now, but I don't know if that was
It's-
around
I
back
don't know
then.
if it was like a lottery, but it was kind of like that where you didn't have to pay so much for these tickets.
Sure.
Sure.
They wanted the young people. They wanted people who
They
were
want to
down
have
on
an
the
influence on the people that this
Yeah.
actually
is
directly
about.
affects.
Exactly. And
People
so
that are making these choices right here and now.
that's some of the herstory
I got you.
of Rent.
For sure.
And I was lucky enough to see the original cast of Rent on Broadway
Oh, you
in
son of a bitch.
1996.
Nice.
I
You son of a bitch.
I remember being very young. I was 2nd grade, 1996.
7.
Very young. I have family
But
in New
you
York.
look a lot older.
I have family in New York, so that's why every year we'd see a Broadway show. But I remember going into this, and our family didn't really know much about it. We're like, "Oh, cool, a new musical. Let's go see it." My mom, I think to this day she doesn't like Rent, just because of she likes the
Everyone
classic
has
stuff.
AIDS.
Yeah, you know.
Oh, I did want to mention that too. But go finish your story.
But it was, like I said, the first modern musical to hit Broadway. So
Okay.
the music was awesome. My brother and I, my cousins, we loved it. And then when
mom's
the
like,
sound, yeah, my mom was like, I don't get it. She didn't understand it. But I was like young and
So why are they broke? And what's with the
Doing
song?
drugs.
What is this
Drugs.
ACT thing?
Yeah.
Is that a girl or a boy? Like she.
So like a lot of the people that I did theater with, a lot of the college kids
Uh-huh.
who got obsessed with Rent, and they would listen to it all the time in the car, like. None of them had seen it yet, but me, this little 2nd grade year old, I'm like, yeah, I got to see it already.
Nice.
I don't know if I would
What
have.
was it about the 90s that people played shit on repeat?
Yeah.
Oh, I still play shit on repeat, but yeah.
For real?
When this movie
mean,
came out,
People are just too lazy to take the CD out
Yeah.
and put another one in
Good
sometimes.
music.
When this
That too.
when
There's a
this
lot of good music
movie
in the
came
90s.
out, I played it probably every Sunday. It'd be one of my Sunday movies that I would just chill to. My brother Rashad would come in and be like, "Are you watching that AIDS movie again?" That's what he would call it.
Rashad.
Because we watched Team America.
Fuck yeah.
Exactly. And if you've seen the movie, then you know that they had to find one of the greatest actors. So they went to Broadway and they went to the show called Lise and picked a guy who was like the Roger, I guess.
I guess he was the Roger, yeah.
of the play, and their song is "Everyone Has AIDS."
AIDS, AIDS, AIDS.
Your mama and your sister too. AIDS, AIDS, AIDS. And so that is
AIDS.
AIDS, 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 AIDS,
repeated
AIDS,
shit.
AIDS, AIDS,
AIDS.
And then it just became Durka, Durka, Durka.
Durka, Durka.
Fucking asshole.
I know, but that's one of the. They're talking about Rent. If you didn't know,
I make
Yes.
fun of it.
but you want to know somebody else who saw this movie or this play on Broadway.
Ooh.
Alec Baldwin.
So
Just kidding.
let me tell you something. The cast of Hamilton celebrated Rent's
Oh, yeah.
20th anniversary with their own rendition of Season of Love.
Really?
Yes.
Ooh, I like that.
And who was the star of Hamilton?
Lin-Manuel.
Who?
Lin-Manuel.
What? The amazing and talented also
One of a kind.
who's a musical won a Pulitzer Prize.
Yeah.
He said that he saw this movie when he was on his 17th birthday.
Yep.
Nice.
And
The musical.
the musical. And when he saw this, it was a fucking life-changing event. He said that like he realized that you can make like you could write normal musicals or you can write a contemporary
Yeah.
musical.
Yeah.
It was something that he had never thought of. He thinks of more things like The Music Man.
Yeah, like a classic.
Yeah,
Sure.
self-specific,
Yeah.
specific, like stuff like those.
Which is interesting because he has a contemporary out and he has a traditional
Yeah.
Hamilton in the Heights.
Mixed. Yep.
This man is extremely talented.
Very
man.
fucking talented.
You can't
But I
pigeonhole
think
him in
Rent
anything.
kind of triggered it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when he
Rent
was 17,
is responsible for In the Heights, you might say.
yes,
Probably, yeah.
yeah, because it's showing a neighborhood of people surviving how they have to survive
Yeah.
in a city that doesn't want them to be there.
I got lemon, cherry, and just for today, I got mame. I
Can't
got
wait till that
café,
comes
but
out.
no con leche.
So
Yeah. So that 20-year celebration was 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 years ago.
yep.
I'm gonna try and stay on track. I'm on a good one tonight, and I'm throwing out like random quotes from different movies. I'm
Yes,
sorry.
you are.
So you want to dive into this with the director?
El Director, Christopher Columbus. No, his name's Chris Columbus. But my dude is an unsung hero. My goodness.
I have to say, I did not realize how many amazing movies
How many
this
great fucking movies.
man
this-
has done.
I mean, he started with a cult classic, you might say, Adventures in Babysitting with the great, lovely Elizabeth Shue.
and who else is in it? Who's in this movie?
Who else? Hit me with it.
Hmm?
Nice.
Hold on, I don't know. Do you want me to say his character? Mark?
Oh,
Anthony
is
Rapp.
he in that?
He plays the friend who comes along with them.
No shit.
That's him.
Did not know that. So that's
Whoa.
where Chris Columbus first found him.
That's where he
Okay.
found out.
I didn't
Yeah,
know that. He
dude,
was down
yeah.
on the totem pole.
Here's the thing. I want you to watch it now,
Yeah.
and then you're gonna look at it and you're like, "Oh shit, that is
That
him."
little motherfucker.
That
Well, I mean,
is him.
doing the research, I realized that he's in other movies that I
Yeah.
love,
Oh yeah.
but we'll get to him. So I'm just going to rattle off some of the amazing movies he's done. First of all, Mrs. Doubtfire.
Love it.
Mrs. Doubtfire. Home Alone.
1 and 2.
Uh-huh.
And those are my faves.
Harry Potter, which you have not seen yet.
But I have
We're
seen
reading-
his because he does the first 2, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
And I have seen the
She's
first
seen the
2.
first two.
Without us?
You said I couldn't see the last 2 without you.
That's right, because I found out that you had already watched the first two.
That's
films.
but literally I stopped. I haven't watched it anymore.
Yeah, but you got 5 years punishment still, so
I only watched the first two just so I could put the faces with the names. Okay.
Okay.
So I did see his versions of Harry Potter, and he is the only American director to direct Harry Potter. Just want to throw that out there.
Is he really?
He sure is.
Oh, all right. I got you. Well, he also did the Percy Jackson series.
Yep.
I don't know if you like this movie, but I liked it. I Love You, Beth Cooper with Hayden Panettiere.
Oh, yeah. It was all right.
It was all right. It was funny.
Yep.
Bicentennial Man, Stepmom, Jingle All the Way.
Stepmom. Jingle All the Way.
Dude.
He's produced a
So,
bunch of great things,
Chris
too.
Columbus is an amazing guy that doesn't receive a lot of credit. He does have one Oscar nomination, not award, I don't think. I don't think he won.
For what?
Best Picture,
For?
The Help.
Because he was a producer
He was a
on The Help.
producer on The Help.
Love The Help. We will definitely do The Help because I've read The Help.
Oh, yeah.
So you
Nice,
know.
nice.
Mhm.
And he's got so many things that he's working on right now. I'm just going to name a couple.
Hit me.
Goonies, the sequel, is the writer,
Wait.
as well as Gremlins 3.
Oh my goodness.
Wait.
He's also the writer.
Wait. There's a part 2?
They're working on Goonies 2. They're
Like,
working on
it's a
Gremlins
sequel?
3. It is a sequel. It is
So,
not
like-
When they're all adults,
They're adults?
separate. I guess. Yeah. Everybody's still around.
and they have to go back to.
They
Maybe
all
they got
pretty-
kids.
they all
Maybe
act
the
still.
jewels, the money from the jewels ran out. I don't know. That's Chris.
How could that run out? It was a
Chris Columbus, if you could hit us up at Lights Camera Cocktail,
Cocktails.
no S.
No S. Gmail.com.
Let us know your thoughts. We will not share it with the world, except we totally will. So don't
I-
email us.
I want to be the villain. Can I be like some crampy old lady? Be like, get in here.
Don't do any CGI, dude. You're better than that.
One time,
Don't
I
CGI
went into a theater.
One-Eyed Willie or something like that.
It was real quiet. And I was like, "Blah." And I just kept making
And
the
all the
noise.
people started getting sick.
I felt real bad. He's
I'm
like, this
beginning
kid
to like
don't
this
tell
kid,
us anything.
Mom.
Tell us anything.
Oh my god.
We would definitely do that movie. I
You
love
make
that
me
fucking
drop
movie.
my Tom Collins.
Did you know that apparently Martin Scorsese was considered to direct?
Why, yes, I did.
I didn't.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a New York native. I wouldn't doubt it. But it's not really his
No,
genre.
he admitted he didn't know what to do with it.
He did not know what to do with it. He admired it and appreciated
Yeah.
it shit, but did not know what to do with it.
Yeah. It's like, wait, nobody dies? What?
What are you
How do you
talking
tell the
about?
story?
Angel dies. People
Oh,
in the
yeah.
life support meeting, they
That
they
guy.
fade away.
That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
So there is deaths.
That's very true.
Did you watch the movie?
Were you there?
I've had a few fucking drinks, all right?
Did you notice that people were dying? There was a funeral?
Yeah. Get off me, yo.
I'm just fucking with you. But yeah, we'll definitely be doing more movies about him. And a lot of the fun facts I found for him was for other movies. So I did not say them.
Okay.
Hot.
It's hot. I'm going to try and
Yeah.
stick with this beanie.
I'll take this shit off.
And while I am, we should mention, before we dive into the cast, there are some very famous people now that were in this movie. Oh, you know, babe? Who is it?
I got
Tay
only two.
Diggs. Sorry.
No, we're not talking about the main.
No, he was famous by the time this movie came out. In
He-
2005, he was famous. He had got his groove back.
We're talking about people that became famous when they were like extras in the movie, basically.
Oh, wait, who?
Oh.
I mean, I
okay.
have some guest stars, but I feel like we knew them before. Like, okay, so Sarah Silverman.
Mm-hmm.
She plays the, what is it,
Her
Buzz
name
Line?
in there is Alexi Darling.
Lexi Mark. What does he say? I gotta finish my own film. I quit. In the song that I don't like.
Dying in
America. Yeah, so she was the Buzz Line person.
Mm-hmm.
So we have Aaron Laura Aaron. I was just joking on the Aaron. Loha.
It's Aaron.
He plays
Mother-
he plays Steve from the meetings. He also plays one part of the Bash Brothers from
Nice.
fucking the Mighty Ducks.
Mighty Ducks.
Too.
Yes, he does.
What?
Yeah, he's sick and he sings. I think he starts the song. Does he start it?
I don't know.
I don't know. Next time we watch, I'll point it out to you.
He's a
But,
rocker, so I wouldn't be surprised.
I mean,
But,
in that movie, it was.
yeah.
I don't know.
One more is Mr. Chris Chalk. So he, in this movie, is the dude that is selling coats. So he sells Angel,
the coat
and
for
Collins
Collins.
the coat for Collins, exactly.
Okay.
Nowadays, he is in When They See Us. Oh. Yeah.
Wait, let me see. his
He
face.
was in 12 Years a Slave. He's in a number of things. He did, I think, 3 seasons of Gotham.
When they see us.
Yeah.
Who was he in it? He was one of the boys.
I haven't seen it yet, but I noticed that.
And you raised by a black man.
What does that got to do with anything?
Nothing. I legit just like saying that to you.
Still got to make rent.
I still like saying that to you because it is a really good
We're not making money on this podcast yet.
mini series. Please watch it, you guys. Educational, heartbreaking, and it's supposed to make you mad so that we can make some changes. People are like, I don't want to watch it because it's gonna piss me off. I'm like, good,
It
bitch.
should piss you off.
That's what the point.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right, we ain't
They'll
talking
watch
about
it
that one.
eventually when they're scrolling through and it's like, all right, I've seen
guess-
everything else.
And then they'll start crying like the rest of us and be like, this shit is not fair.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, I found that interesting. These people were in this movie way back when, and now they're finally getting. Well, Chris Chalk is getting his recognition now. You know, Sarah Silverman. She's been famous for a little while now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought that was cool.
All right.
Who you want to talk about first? Shit, there's not really one lead in this movie.
Right.
There's
Do you want a fun fact?
No.
Okay.
Yes.
I want a fun fact.
Smashley, you gonna get it. Okay. So when they show Mark's film during the season of Love B, or at the end,
Reprise?
Reprise.
I don't know.
Reprise?
When I looked up the
Reprise.
reprise,
Tomato.
tomato.
Potato.
I was gonna be like tomato. Yeah, when I looked at the song list, that's what it said, and I'm like, okay. Or at the very end when Mimi is awake, no day but today, they show pictures of the cast standing in front of just like a regular like gray background. These are actually screen tests for their costumes
Oh,
that they
shit.
used. They put them into the movie.
That's awesome.
And
I love
them
it.
sitting, hanging out together, kind of backstage still,
Yeah.
were also those scenes.
Huh.
Yes. All right.
I mean, I could talk about anybody. So let's just go down the list. We
All
could
right.
talk about Tay Dixon season at the least.
That's what I was going to say. Tay
Sure.
Diggs, we just going to breeze through him. I did no fun facts on him because I want to save it for anything else he's
Yeah.
in.
What you want to say before? For when we get our groove back?
Yes. He's so cute.
Okay, so sexy ass Tay Diggs.
Sexy ass Tay Diggs. He is an original cast member.
He is an original
Yes.
cast member.
He is also found his love while working on
this,
the
yeah.
musical in the 90s.
Yes.
So him and Adina
Yeah, so they met.
Oh, yeah.
hit that
true.
hit that
that's
cult
how they
room.
met. That's how him and Adina Menzel met back in 1996.
Now they got little
And-
mixed babies.
Yeah. Well, they won.
They-
One son.
Yeah. One son.
One son. Glory.
Glory. One child to
sorry.
carry on the great
Aw.
name.
But like getting into the cast,
Tay
like,
Diggs.
like a lot of the people in the movie were from the original Broadway musical, and when they were cast in the Broadway musical, the director wanted a bunch of like no-name people,
Which is
great. And like look where they are now, or look where how far they've
Majority
come from.
of them are named people.
Yes,
Like
which is
big named
awesome.
people.
Yeah, so that's how Tay Diggs and Idina Menzel met. Apparently, when they were filming the movie, they had been married 2 years before, so they got married in 2003.
Dang,
Yeah,
that's it?
That's it. And then they divorced 2014.
I thought you were going to say 4. I was like, that
No,
sucks.
It's been kind of.
She hesitated. 2000.
I know she's
2014.
remarried. She's
2014.
remarried.
Yeah.
He's single and ready to meet
He's
Zenobia.
finally ready to mingle.
Nice.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's
Yes.
ready to mingle. My dude
I think he
is
is.
selective and like he's not just going out. I mean, I'm sure he's hitting ass wherever he wants to.
He can hit
but
this ass whenever he wants to. Yep.
He's
Sorry.
Well, I got
Not
to,
sorry.
I got to meet him, and he was talking about like he feels like he's confident now to mingle now.
Wait, tell me, you met him recently?
Yeah, like a couple months ago.
Don't
You
look
didn't
at me.
You didn't give a motherfucker my number. The fuck? I would love to be a stepmom. I'm just joking.
Cool guy.
Not really. Yeah, no, I hear he's a sweet guy. He also has a book, a children's book out. I should have wrote down the name of it, but it's about mixed race children. For
Nice.
his mixed race children.
I like that.
That's cool.
And he's got a show right now,
Yeah.
All
that's-
American,
It's killing it.
doing season 2. Have you watched it?
No. But my
I've
dad
watched
watches
every
it.
episode. It's good.
Well, you didn't watch When They See Us, so shit,
Well,
we got
it
some
wasn't
stuff to do.
out at the time when I had spare time.
We got shit that we need to switch watching. That's what I'm saying.
I'm not watching your documentary series comedies.
We had this conversation earlier tonight in the car. He does not do fake docs like
Brooklyn Nine-Nine,
Parks and
Oh my
Rec,
god.
so
The
on and so
Office.
forth.
He don't do
Missing
none of that
out.
shit.
But I'll watch
Missing
me
out.
some Billy Baker coaching these football boys. It's a good show.
I will watch.
It's a good show.
I have given a lot of his TV shows a chance, even when they don't come back for another season.
This one has already been renewed for second
So,
season.
all right.
And you know what? There's like 20 episodes in the first season.
Ooh, they're old school. Love
Yeah,
Yeah.
1 hour episodes.
it. I love it.
Straight up. Yeah, they did it old school and they did it good.
So Tay Diggs
And even the young
started-
guys are good in the show.
Yeah.
So he started on Broadway. If any of you guys didn't know that.
American Sing.
Triple threat.
Yeah.
Can act,
Quadruple.
sing, dance.
So you can
And
act,
he's
sing, dance. You
fine.
got that
He's
smile.
And he's fine.
Teeth are white as fuck. You see him smile at Angela Bassett in How Stella Got Her Groove Back. He's like, I want to dance with you.
Oh my god, stop. I'm getting all hot in here. Tay motherfucking Diggs, okay? He good. Watch anything with him in it. He hot. He fine. We need to watch The Wood, though, because definitely that's probably my favorite of his.
We'll
We
talk
gonna
about you again. for
Get
sure.
a party going on.
Y'all gotta get the fuck up out of here because I'm trying to get in today. See her booty? It was rotund.
Where the aspirin at?
What an ass for
for
that.
that.
In the back, motherfucker. Get some breath mints, too. You stink. Ain't nobody
Why
gonna
you got
cook you
grits?
breakfast.
Ain't nobody cooking you breakfast. It's our favorite.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so definitely Tay Diggs. We will dive into you
We're
again.
gonna talk about you another
sexy
day. We're
fine
gonna
ass.
take our time.
Fuck. Woo. All right, I'm sorry.
Like Zenobia wants you to take your time.
Oh my god. Okay, let's move on.
Anyway,
Get on here.
Tracy Thomas.
Okay.
Okay.
I love her.
Yeah, she's like, no, she's not your favorite in this one. You love Angel more.
Well,
Right.
I mean,
But
out of like, I love. Okay,
pretty much everybody.
her, Angel, Collins. They have the best songs. They have the
Yeah.
best voices.
Tracy Thomas plays Joanne.
She plays Joanne.
Yes, she does.
I love her.
and
I
she
think
can
she's-
dance backwards in heels.
I love her. I think she's gorgeous. You now see her and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't quite remember seeing her prior to this.
Right.
But
Yeah, no, this was one of her first things I want to say.
but right after this, she ended up being in The Devil Wears Prada, playing her friend. Death Proof.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Tarantino put her in Death
Right.
Proof and
she's-
Grindhouse.
Badass.
Probably my favorite character in Death Proof because she is like the funniest bitch. Her and Zoe, it's just their chemistry is so awesome.
Nice.
I'll be your back
Those might be
rubbing
the only
slave.
Tarantino movies I haven't seen.
You say, "Get over here and rub my back, bitch," and I'll come over. Yeah, you need to watch it. It's so good. And at the end, you're like, "Yes, fuck yeah, these bitches." Yeah. So she's been on a bunch of things. She's
Doing a bunch of TV. She
yeah,
got
Grey's
a
Anatomy and stuff. And
something coming out that's in pre-production right now that I'm very interested in. It's called Cream: The American Dream. For those of you who don't know, CREAM stands for Cash Rules Everything Around Me.
cream is the money,
Dollar
dollar bill,
bills,
y'all.
Wu-Tang, get up on it. But this is not a.
Yeah, I was Wu-Tanging over here. You guys can see.
This isn't a story about Wu-Tang, though.
I mean, I figured it was about some crime, like selling drugs with getting some money.
Possibly. Not
That's what I
sure.
thought.
It's got an interesting title. So
All right.
we'll see what comes of it.
I also saw her on Catfish. Someone was catfishing her.
What?
Like, she somehow, like, a fan reached out to her and she was talking to her like, oh, you know, I'm glad that I inspire you and blah, 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 blah. And then this girl was like,
Is this you?
somebody died. I got cancer and my friend died. Like, she was had like the saddest stories, and she was really feeling for her that she had to go to Catfish and was like, can y'all see if this bitch is real? And the
Yeah.
bitch was not real.
Oh no.
So she even got Catfish, but she on there. I seen it. I love that show.
Interesting. Love it. I got you. Well, Tracy Toms, do your thing. We love you in this one.
Mm-hmm.
And
We will do
I
Death
like
Proof.
that you do not let Adina Menzel give you shit. You're like, I'll
Yes.
look before I leap.
I like marching and discipline. I make lists in my sleep, baby. What's my sin? Never quit. I follow through. I hate mess, but I love you. What to do with my impromptu, baby? Okay, I'm sorry. Ooh, I'll get into it. I love that song. But yeah, we will definitely do Death Proof since I know, on Grindhouse, since I know you haven't seen it. So
I haven't seen it.
We gonna do it.
We're gonna have to get into it.
I'm pretty sure you will enjoy it.
Okay.
At least that one, maybe not the first one.
All right. So I don't know if we should like save Adina for later. We could talk about it right
talk
here.
about
Let's
right
talk
now.
about it.
Yeah.
Like we said, there
You know,
are really no stars in this movie.
there's no lead, that this story revolves around. It revolves around everybody. And
It
so
just shows 525,600 minutes in the life of friends.
Doll.
yeah.
How about love? Okay, I'm sorry. Everything can be sung.
Adina motherfucking Menzel.
Which I like to call the modern queen of Broadway. Because not only does she have this major ass motherfucking hit, but this bitch came up with Wicked.
Wicked.
Yes, she did.
Wicked.
She did.
And then she went from doing that to being the motherfucking queen of Disney, being in Frozen as Anna or Anna or whatever one.
Nope.
I can't remember the names.
Ah!
I can't.
She's not Anna.
Which was she?
She's
Anna's the
Elsa.
little Elsa. Whatever.
So
Elsa.
she's the older sister.
She's
the
one-
ice queen.
She's the ice queen. That's
Yeah.
her. She sings "Let It Go"
Yes.
that we can't
Yes.
get out of our motherfucking heads.
Uh-huh.
So
The cold never bothered me
Anyway.
anyway.
don't even get me started. Our
Way to go,
nieces
girl.
would make me sing that entire movie if they.
Yeah. So everything that Elsa is in, she does now.
Well,
So
there is another
she's
Frozen.
in like Olaf's whatever adventure.
do have shorts.
Ralph's Break the Internet. Wherever Disney puts her, she's in that shit.
They do have
Getting
shorts
money.
with the Frozen characters, and Frozen 2 is coming out this year.
Yes, it is.
Looks pretty good
Yeah.
from
I
what I
saw
can see.
the cast and some people that are in it, and it's gonna be interesting.
I mean,
Some of them have great voices.
just keep the same people.
I mean, in addition, they
get
gotta
you.
introduce
Yeah.
new characters.
Your boo boo's in that one, or your boo boo's wife,
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. You're
your guy love.
Don't get me wrong, I love me some
Kristen Bell.
Kristen Bell as well.
So adorable.
She's so cute. I was trying so hard to get on Veronica Mars. Didn't happen.
And for some of you younger people who might not have seen those theater productions, she also guest starred on
Glee.
Glee,
Yeah, that's
playing
right.
the mom of what's her name, Rachel.
Rachel Berry.
Yeah, she plays her
I mean, I've never
biological,
seen the show, but
Whatever.
her biological mom.
Yes.
I watched that shit.
And I believe she does sing a song from the show on that show, but I can't remember which one.
I don't know.
But I remember watching it and being like, "Bitch, you sing your own
Yeah.
song."
Her and Rachel do a fun duet of Poker Face by Lady Gaga, which is really good.
It is. It's
I
like a
remember that.
slow piano version of it.
Yeah,
It's pretty
I
good.
remember that. I don't know if you remember, she was also in the movie Enchanted.
Yeah, she was. She's the
She's
queen. Or like the
What?
evil queen or something
No,
like that?
No.
she plays the lead
That's
character.
Susan Sarandon, was that?
No, she's not.
She plays the lead, the guy, McDreamy.
Oh, his real
Patrick,
girlfriend.
Patrick Dempsey's his fiance.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay.
No.
I'm sorry. That's your movie.
I know, I don't
You
really
showed
care
it to
for
me.
Actually, you've seen it more than once.
Okay. Sorry.
So you should remember is what she's saying. Yeah. She is a legend. She has a voice that's unmatched by so many people.
Yeah.
Very
She's
iconic.
still very active in the theater world.
Very active. That bitch. Green face.
So
Yeah.
good.
So good.
Yeah. Actually took me to see that production,
Wicked?
like 4 months ago?
Yeah, the Pantages.
It's very, very good. They got a great girl to
Yes.
reprise her
Yes.
When I
role.
saw it, I had a great cast too, but I saw it in like 2005 when it was at the Pantages Theater.
Pantages. We seen it.
In 2005, that's what I'm saying.
I'm
That's
not
when
far.
Zenobia seen it. It was not original cast, but my friend at the time bought me, herself, her mom, and my mom tickets to go see it. And it was amazing.
Nice.
Super, super, super happy.
I got you.
I do have to say, it's okay that you didn't see the original cast. So I've seen Wicked 3 times. Don't. The first time I saw it in New York was with Idina Menzel. And your face, you're like, you
Finish
you're
your
face.
sentence.
I have to say that I was unfortunately disappointed.
Maybe she had an off day.
I don't know what happened, but she's been obviously training a lot vocally since she did Rent to Wicked.
Yeah.
I don't know what was up with the way her vocal training changed, but every time she took a breath, when she was singing, you could hear it. It was a very loud, like every single time, and it just got really, yes.
Yeah. Right? That's like the
Every single-
iconic little
yes,
run right there.
Yes, I mean she did a great job, but that technique just got in the way and was really annoying. But I mean, I'm glad I saw her.
Oh, fuck you. You just ruined
And
it. I just said the bitch was queen of Broadway.
The other people, other people I've seen who've played that part in Wicked have done an amazing job. So, but Idina is still like, I have to give her props for the last performance, or it was supposed to be like it was her second to last performance doing Wicked, and she in the last scene she goes down a trap door.
Yeah.
And she ended up falling, even though she'd done this performance for a very long
Thousands
time.
of
Yes,
times,
and it was her last performance, and she fell and she broke a rib, and she couldn't go back on stage for the last part. Like it was her and the Scarecrow come out and do the last song together, and they had to get her stand in to like quickly change.
So you were like, who the fuck is this bitch? This is not who I've been listening to for the past hour and a half. Like, what's going on? That's awful.
Yeah, but I'm still jealous that she's been with Tay Diggs. That's
Girl.
what I can say.
Girl, you don't even know. I've been jelly since I found out in like 9th grade. I was like, she what? Oh, hell no.
You took her?
What?
Babe!
Sorry. I'm not the only one who feels that way.
I forgot you were here. Hey, Jason.
I'll be outside waiting for your apology.
You'll be
But
waiting.
Adina, we're looking forward to Frozen 2.
Frozen.
Yeah, so let's talk
let's
about
move
Adam
on.
Pascal. Plays Roger.
Roger.
You might recognize him from School of Rock or
Yep.
SLC Punk.
Yep.
Roger, I like him. I love his voice. He's got that straight up rocker voice.
He's a rocker. He's originally a rocker.
Don't need to do anymore. Time flies.
Ooh,
Right?
that was beautiful.
The door. Right? That's the next line, which, okay, time out. For all the people out there who are big Rent heads, like we are, when we listen to the music from the movie versus the music from Broadway, which has a lot more, it's a rock opera, so there's
Yes.
tons of more like scenes where
sing talking.
that I find myself singing the words, especially in the opening song of For Rent, because it's kind of supposed to show everybody where they are at that moment. but in the movie they just focus on Roger and Mark
Yeah.
and a little bit of Collins, but like there's like Joanne has parts that come in and Maureen has parts that come in that when I'm watching the movie I'm saying them with it and I'm like, oh damn, I forgot that's not part of the fucking movie. So good. So if you have not listened to the Broadway version, please give it a listen.
Well, I don't have a whole lot on Mr. Pascal. He's still doing his thing to a degree. He hasn't worked on a lot of things as of late. Last thing he did was a movie called The Devil's Carnival in 2016.
Okay.
But he's like a... he did come back for the live production of Rent.
Yes.
Yes. I did not see this. I did not know about this,
Right.
where Zenobia was, but Rotten Tomatoes did not like
No.
it at all. Because at first when I put in Rent, that was it. And I was like, why is the
Rent
score
Live.
so low? It was lower than this score. And we
Yeah.
were upset about
Right.
this score. I was like, oh, was it bad? Did you see it?
Yeah.
It wasn't great.
No.
Yeah.
But it wasn't the whole original cast, right?
No.
No.
Vanessa Hudgens was in it again. She was in another live production.
Yeah, she's been doing a lot of live
She's
productions.
that bitch with Grease, and she did good. She did
did
She
good.
did good in
Grease.
Grease.
She did, but not this.
No.
Which
Which
she
not
made
every...
me-
And
but
at the
she
same
made
time,
me-
not everybody did a good job in Grease. You know?
Out of the
Same
live,
thing
out
with
of the live
Rocky
ones,
Horror. They're doing a lot of these things.
Well, they do it once a year.
Oh, yeah.
They have the musical. I'm gonna say Grease was probably my second favorite out of the live ones. I loved The Wiz. I thought that was a cool take on
That
it.
one was really good.
And then I would do Grease. But Sound of Music and all the other ones were boo boo. No
I
good.
missed those ones.
I still give him a chance because Jesus Christ Superstar was good. I like that
Yeah.
one.
I still need to
I
see
didn't
that
see
one
that
with
one.
John Legend.
Yeah, that one was good.
Yeah.
I told you I watch it every year. When I see it's coming, I'm like, ooh.
Yeah.
I don't know
Get
these
out
things. The last thing I'm going to say is that he did do 7 seasons of Great Performances, the TV show.
Oh, okay.
So, Adam,
I got a fun fact kind of
get
about
back
him.
in there. We want to see you. We enjoy watching you.
So the
Wait, what is it, Zenobia?
fun
It's
fact.
Yeah.
So the guitar riff that Roger plays all through this fucking movie is based on the Mustella's Waltz.
Musetta's Waltz?
Mustella's Waltz.
I didn't know what you were trying to say there.
Me neither. That's why. And this is a song from La Vie Boheme.
Love you, boy.
Love it, boy.
Or La Boheme.
La
La
Boheme.
Boheme. Whatever. You know what I was talking about.
I didn't.
Fuck. I am. What is.
Tonight is
Gin.
getting weird. Gin
It's
fucks with
gin.
you. That's what it is.
That's what it is. I could not think why I'm bumbling and stumbling. It's because of motherfucking gin.
Yeah.
It does it to me
Tastes
every
differently.
time.
Thank you, Seagram.
Fuck you, Seagrams. Until you sponsor us, then never mind.
I read that when Adam was cast in for the Broadway show, so he's not known for being like a performer, doing theater and stuff. He's originally a rocker.
Yeah.
So during his audition, when they had him sing, I think it was One Song Glory, they had him like for the callback, and he sounded great. They loved his voice and loved his look. The only habit that he had to get over to play the part was to not keep his eyes closed the whole time while singing, which is what a lot of like stage rockers do.
Sure.
Especially
So-
for that song, I would
Yeah.
think. I
I
close my
find
eyes to
myself
that
closing
too.
my eyes a lot.
Yeah. So that was a habit he had to fix.
Hey, keep your motherfucking eyes open. We need to see
You know,
you.
look to the proscenium.
Yeah.
Look out to the
Look out.
audience.
Look at somebody.
I thought that was a fun
That is
fun
a
little
fun
Theater
tidbit.
training, babe.
That is a
Good
fun
job.
one.
You'd have to tell me that shit if I ever did a musical. Jason, god damn it. Seymour looks outwards. Down Skid Row.
I got another fun fact for you
On who?
on the movie.
Okay.
So the New Year's Eve scene where they're turning up and they walking down the street and having a grand old time was actually a party for the movie for the crew, the cast and crew.
Nice.
So their celebration is real.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I
like that a lot.
That's fun.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
That's why, and just in case we didn't like these, I brought champagne and I was like, Hey,
New Year's Eve.
they drink it during New Year's Eve. But I actually like this.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, let's talk about my dude Mark Cohen, Mr. Anthony
Yes.
Rapp.
I am Mark. I'm Mark.
Why are you Mark?
That's what he's.
Oh, okay. I was
I'm
like, wait, what? I thought you
She
associated
just
with
didn't
Angel.
sing it. She
Okay.
said it like how they do in the movie.
in
Got
the
you.
movie, not singing it. Yes.
Okay, I got you.
Did you watch the movie?
Yes. It didn't translate.
This is our second
Get off my
fucking
ass.
roast on this, dude. I love it. Like I said, I watched this movie a million times. Like, I went to the theaters to see this about 2 times. I bought the movie, watched it all the motherfucking time. I've seen the play twice. Like,
Yeah, y'all grew up doing this movie,
don't get mad because we did musical
talking
theater.
that shit.
Fuck.
I discovered the movie like yesterday.
Well, you're welcome.
Thank you so much.
Can I give you a fun fact on him before you talk about his shit?
Sure.
He kept the famous scarf from the show, the Broadway show.
Nice.
He was going to use it for the movie, but because it had white on it, it was too motherfucking bright. So they had to change his scarf to like a navy, like gray scarf, so that it wouldn't look bad on film.
Okay. I
I'll
like
say
that.
that's the DP's fault. I'm just kidding.
Kind of, yeah. I mean, it depends on what they were going for, what the color palette was, you know.
Takes it
Dang.
And he's super pasty.
He
So,
is,
you
and
gotta-
he's like
Yeah.
slight ginger.
He looks good in
Alright.
blues and stuff. You gotta contrast, you know.
Except in
Not only that, wasn't he kind of a ginger?
he is, and Ventura Babysitting, that fool is ginger.
Oh yeah, he actually is a natural ginger. Okay.
Yeah.
I got you. Yes, in Adventures of Babysitting.
Can we
was
do
one
that
of his
movie?
first projects. Hell yeah.
I
You have to.
love that movie. I remember watching it as a kid. That's where I first found out about motherfucking Thor.
Nice.
Because the
That's
daughter,
right.
the sister wears the Thor hat.
Yes,
she meets
does.
Thor
She's
somewhere.
a little nerd. So cute.
I was like, who the fuck is Thor? And that's where I learned who he was.
He's in another one of these movies that we may do very soon.
Mm-hmm.
Dazed and Confused.
Yes.
So fucking good.
I seriously almost did it for 420, but I didn't. It's totally a 420 movie. You can't.
I didn't realize the movies that he was in, like Dazed and Confused
Yeah.
and A Beautiful Mind, and
Well,
he's in
Yeah.
fucking Road Trip. I didn't know that motherfucker was.
Yeah, he's like
He's the asshole.
Asshole.
He's the
to
asshole
bullshit.
TA
Oh, yes,
who
yes,
tries
yes.
to trip them up. 'cause
Yes.
He's in love with Amy Smart
Dazed and Confused.
on the stalker level.
He plays like the friend of the like outcast kids, I guess.
I think so. Yeah.
Where you know the chick that he hits on when she's like the redhead chick in the car.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And well, for the last couple of years, he's been doing Star Trek Discovery.
He was in A Beautiful Mind.
I just said that.
I did not hear you.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, girl.
Tay Diggs, can you hear me now?
Yeah, what? What? Is he here? Ding ding.
No.
Yeah, he's done quite a few stuff. Oh, that's right. He was on Law and Order SVU. Doom 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 doom. Bow wow. I fucking love it. He was in Psych. I don't know if it was for an episode
Was he in
or two.
Psych?
Okay.
But yeah, that's what it says.
I got you.
So he is an actor. You know his face.
Yes.
You might not know his name unless you are a theater geek like us.
Yes.
Oh yeah, wait. He was in Twister.
I know it said that, but like, who was he?
He's part of the other group, isn't he?
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, he's
With
not like a
freaking
big.
Robin
Watch it
Hood.
again.
We have to rewatch it,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's him. He's not part of the crew that
He's not.
we follow.
He's not.
He's the
yeah.
other crew,
Yeah.
The
the Princess Bride dude.
antagonist. Yeah, I was saying. That's Robin
his
Hood,
name?
Men in Tights.
Yeah, with Robin Hood, men in tights.
Well, let's talk about your.
Wait, can I give one more
Your sweet man.
Fun fact: I don't know if you
Yeah.
guys care about this one or
Okay.
not. It's weird. So Anthony, he is the one who claims that Kevin Spacey inappropriately touched him when he was a teenager.
Oh no
He
shit.
is the one that got the ball rolling on getting Kevin
Oh my
Spacey
god.
out of the business, I guess. Because he's
Oh.
real blackballed now.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's the one who because he's been in the game since the 80s, so
Yeah.
he was a teenager back
Yeah.
then.
I didn't know that was him.
That's
oh my
him.
God.
Gotcha.
I was kind of iffy on if I was going to mention it or not because I know it's so a thing, but
It is, but
I wanted to give him his props for not
Yeah.
keeping quiet.
That's a good
for
fact.
sure,
That's a
absolutely.
good fact. And I just wanted to mention, because he's one of your favorites, when
Who
Ren
dat?
came to the West Coast
Uh-huh.
in 1997 when it premiered out here,
Mm-hmm.
Neil Patrick Harris played the part of Mark.
Nice,
NPH?
Yeah.
my dude.
I wonder if they asked him if he'd be in the movie, but it's cool. I like that they kept the original cast
Well,
in the movie.
they said that they were doing auditions for the movie. They were going to start with just getting a whole brand new cast. And they kind of invited the old cast, come in and, give your opinion, talk or whatever. And one by one, as they came in, they were like, damn, you still look good, Tay. Damn, you still look good. I know he ain't never changed. He just went from having hair to not having hair. Like, that's the only difference. But yeah, they started walking in, and everyone was just like, damn, you still look good.
Yeah.
All right, well, maybe we should
Just put you in it.
And they work well off each other. Like when
If you spent 12 years fucking doing this shit.
Like when they did the stage show, they became a family. They I read that they couldn't remember a time where they didn't hang out with each other besides being on stage.
Yeah.
Which is awesome.
That's how you do it.
That is how you do it.
Well, Angel is up next.
Yay!
Mr. William Jermaine Heredia. I think that's how you say his name. I don't know if he's gay or straight. He did a motherfucking hell of a job.
Yeah.
I think he's gay, but I might be wrong.
He's awfully pretty.
Gorge. And he
Gorge.
is so beautiful playing fucking Angel. I do have a fun fact on Angel, if I can find it. Other way, I'm just going to tell you. So, you know the scene, today for you, tomorrow for me.
No, what scene is that?
The scene that we're introduced to the fabulous Angel, as dressed as Angel. The scene where he jumps up onto the table, or he dresses up onto the table with his boots, and he
Yes.
goes so
That high jump, it's like from here to here.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they did 2 takes of that.
Damn.
Nice.
First one is the one we see in the movie. Second one, he hit his knees on the table,
Ooh.
and they decided to move on.
Yeah,
Fuck no.
still with it.
They're like, I think we got it.
Yeah.
That shit hurts.
You did it once, we got it.
Yeah.
No more.
Ouch.
So yeah, you can imagine how hard that's. It's got to be hard because
You
it's hard
can't
to
really do a take 3 if you hit your knees on the table like that.
It's hard to do
You're
with
gonna
flats,
get
let alone
bruises
with some-
immediately, and it's gonna
Yeah.
start to
Fucking
swell.
high ass boots.
Platforms.
Yeah, so that's a little
Shouldn't
bit
have-
of a.
Shouldn't have made him do a second take. Damn it.
So they got in the first take.
They
Yeah.
gotta get
Yeah,
down
the
for-
first take.
Safety.
They're like,
I
let's
get
just
it.
do one more
One for
just to
safety.
see.
I
Yeah,
get it.
yeah.
You know.
And they're like, oh,
But yeah.
let's move on.
Yeah.
Just get up
I
there.
guess we're not doing safety because fuck that.
I hope your knees are okay.
I hope
And
your
they
knees
were
are-
not.
Okay, I hope they're not like permanently damaged.
You try and jump up like that.
I
and
didn't
hit
read
both of your
anything.
knees. Immediately, it's gonna start to swell.
Yeah.
He's not gonna be able to jump up there a third time.
I love Angel's character because, well, one, it is, I feel like the first musical that had a drag queen
Yeah.
that wasn't meant to be like a woman.
Mm-hmm.
Like we have in Hairspray, we have the mom who is normally played by a drag queen,
Mm-hmm.
or we have Chicago where matron Mama Morton is played by a drag queen.
Mm-hmm.
This was a drag queen being a drag queen.
Yes.
And I like that. You know, I thought that was cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And he did a fantastic job.
Yeah.
Still looks good.
Still looks great. 47
Voice
years
is
old.
killing it.
Looks.
Wow. Really?
Yeah, he's 47.
My goodness.
Looks like he's 27.
Yeah.
Well, maybe 32. But shit, I hope I look 15 years younger when I'm 47. Damn it.
Damn.
He kind of went the indie route after this.
That's great.
I don't know if he kept doing stage or not, but a lot of independent movies, some
I've seen him on
TV,
some
stuff
TV
like
stuff.
that. Still out there. He did a short in 2018 called The Minor Variation.
Okay.
Played a dude named Ray.
I think he also did an episode on Law and Order SVU.
Oh my God.
Doom,
Everybody
doom,
did.
doom, 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 doom.
Jason
Which makes me
Hammond.
believe that he's still in New York.
Yeah.
Like that's where his heart is, and that's where his
Sure.
home is New York.
I mean, he is the only person to win a Antoinette Perry Award for this show.
Yeah.
So that says a lot.
Yeah.
Says a lot because there was heavy hitters in the show.
There absolutely was. Speaking of heavy hitters that are heavy hitters now, she was not at the time. 96. She was starting to.
Well, she
make her
wasn't in
way.
the original. She's not original.
No, she's not an original. She was cast for the movie. So we talk about Miss Rosario Dawson plays Mimi.
I would say that I remember the bitch from Josie and the Pussycat.
Nice.
Yeah.
She
that's
definitely was the drummer, right? Yeah, the black
Yes.
girl's the drummer. She the drummer in it, and that's probably the first thing I can remember her in.
First thing I saw her in was Kids.
Oh,
Creepy
you were
ass
right.
movie. And that's actually how she was discovered.
Well, I saw Kids after Josie and the Pussycats because she was a lot older in that one than she is in Kids.
Yeah.
But when I was older, like 20, 21, I saw Kids and I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
I never want to have sex
Fucked up ass
again.
movie.
I never want to do drugs. I don't
Babe,
want to do
have you
anything.
ever seen Kids?
I haven't. Is it similar to 13?
It's kind of where you're like, oh, these young kids are doing way gritty
Yeah.
adult stuff, but it's on a whole nother level. It's one of those movies that I feel like you only need to watch once.
Yeah.
They pull no punches and they put it right in your face what really.
And she's
does
real
go
young.
down.
Like, she looks like she's 14, 15 in that movie.
Yeah. She's 16 technically when she's filming.
Okay.
And it was.
95,
she was,
yeah.
Yeah, she got discovered sitting up on her stoop. She was a New York native, and the producer, I want to say, and this photographer were walking by, and they saw her, and like, this is the kind of girl that we want for kids.
And she did a good job.
She did a good job.
And it started her off.
Started her off. Yep.
She's got to work with the amazing. I hear Spike Lee shooting down the street. Bah humbug.
Yeah.
And he's got game.
Play La La.
So, you know, she
Boricua, baby. Don't get it twisted.
she did a lot of stuff.
Dude, what has she done?
She was in Men in Black 2, so
Yep.
she was made famous. That one came out in 2002.
She worked with Denzel a second time on that train movie. What was that movie called? Not Taking Pelham 1, 2, 3.
Oh,
the other
I was
one.
about to say that.
No, the one where he's the conductor and he's working with the dude from Star Trek. What is his name? You like his ass.
What?
Chris
You like
Pine.
it,
Pine.
Faz.
Chris Pine.
No, I like the other Chris.
Yeah, but you still defend that Chris too.
Okay.
I mean, I like him. He was good in. What is that other comedy? I'm drunk. Fuck.
She was
listen
also
to me.
in Sin City.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
The
she was
same year-
bad in that one.
This same exact year this came out.
she
so
was bad.
05 was a good year for her. She was in Clerks 2. Did you ever see Clerks 2?
No.
I'm
Not
just
the
hearing
best.
double take in my mind right now when you said 05 was a good year.
05.
The waiter comes up with that 40, brings it to Eddie Griffin. Colt 45 was a good year.
was a good year.
I'm gonna have a yardbird with a glass of Schlitz malt liquor.
She was also in Grindhouse Death Proof
Yes,
as
she
well.
was. Yes, she was.
And yeah, I really think you need to watch Grindhouse. I don't know
I'm sorry.
where you've been.
See?
She got to work with my boo boo,
In what?
7 Pounds,
Oh, yeah.
which is
She's on the phone
not
with him
one
a
of
lot,
my
right?
favorite movies at all.
It kind of gets you right from the start, though.
I don't know.
And I
It's-
learned to put banana peelings in my garden.
Yes, you told me that, but literally slow as fuck. I don't know how you even liked it. You don't like the slow shit.
I don't like the slow shit, but I do enjoy the slow paced stuff if I can see somebody thinking and working shit out because that engages me.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Will Smith is one of those people that you can watch think.
Oh, yeah. I could watch him take a
He's-
shit. I don't care what it is. I'll watch. I'll be like, that was good.
Real
Well,
interesting.
other people can watch him think. Same as Tom Hanks. You watch Tom Hanks think, and you're riveted. Like, what the fuck is going on here? What is he trying to figure out? You know. And so I like 7 pounds. I'm sorry. And Woody Harrelson's in it.
So I thought Rosario did an alright job in this movie.
I don't know if she has the best ass below 14th Street, but she
I think
did a
I
great
do,
job.
but is it true?
What?
You're staring again.
Oh, I mean, you do have a nice. You look familiar.
Like your dead girlfriend.
But
Only when you
Jason
smile.
keeps pointing at me when we say Mimi, because that's a role that I would like to play.
I
Which
would
be
like to
fun.
come watch
And
you
you
play
could.
Mimi.
And you
What
should.
would you guys want to play if you were in this musical?
If I was in this musical, Collins.
Where's Latino Collins?
Latino Collins.
Well,
I don't give a fuck.
Joanne.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, she has some of the best songs.
Yes.
I
Best
love
riffs.
the riffs. I like Tango Marine, and that is a good song that they both do. Oh, fun fact! So like the scene where they do like the eye raising and they look at each other before they start tango dancing.
Yeah.
Was something they were just messing around with during rehearsal, and Columbus was like, "Dude, I like that shit. Let's keep that."
That's cute.
That's where that came from. And that scene is really cool with
I
all
love that.
with all the
Directors,
tango dancers.
let your actors figure shit out.
Yeah,
Don't cut them. Let them work through the scene and find it.
yeah.
I just think I've seen like audition breakdowns for the part of Mimi, and it always says like ethnically ambiguous, so like whatever ethnicity.
Yeah, but that means
Just
that
go.
that
Well,
means that
your
they
voice
don't
can
know
do
what
it.
they're looking for. That's all
Sure.
that means.
But I've always seen Mimi cast as either a Latina or a black girl.
I
I've
get that.
never
Do it.
seen
But
an Asian. I would like
you
to
don't
see
have
an Asian
to.
girl.
Make it happen.
you don't have to because these people are like they have all the races. You know, they're trying to mix it in there and stuff. I think next time you see a bitch, you go for it.
Bet.
Tell
I've
me
seen-
so I can go for Joanne.
Lieutenant Murtaugh was supposed to be white.
Yeah. Can you
Really?
imagine?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Lethal Weapon would not
Marianne
be the same.
Doherty talked them into casting differently.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
I've seen an Asian guy play Angel.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I don't
Sure.
care. As long as you
For
look
sure.
cute,
Yeah.
I'm down.
And I believe that you need to get back on stage.
I
Plain
agree.
and simple.
I'm ready to throw flowers at you, girl.
I'm gonna be like a proud mother.
We'll see.
Just
We'll see what
You're gonna
happens.
be crying with like a tears from her eyes, like, oh, that's my Smashly. That's my
When
Smashly.
I can afford to.
Okay, I got a fun fact about her before we move it on.
we gotta start a Patreon soon.
Rosario Dawson, she said that she had a whole choreography down for her audition.
Nice.
She had to sing Take Me Out Tonight. And she said as soon as she got there, she froze and basically just stood still as she sang, like, tonight. And there was no dancing involved. And she thought, like, oh my God, I just so fucked my chances. So she, like, left defeated and walked down the hallway. But, Chris.
Rosario, I know how you feel.
But Chris, he loved that bitch's performance. And before she could even get out of the hall, he had chased her down and gave her the part on the spot.
Jesus.
Nice.
So, I mean,
Which makes me wonder if she like thought that she fucked up and like, I'm sorry, I'll just go kill myself.
I'm sorry.
now."
I should have showed you the audition for it. But
It's online.
yeah.
We'll be right back, people, with another episode of Lights Camera Cocktail.
Cocktails.
Right after these commercial breaks.
Yeah. I saw it on the DVDs, but I'm sure it's on YouTube.
Sure.
As well.
For sure.
Huh. That'd be fun to watch.
Well, Rosario, we love you. We're going to talk about you a whole lot in a whole lot of other things.
Like Josie and the Pussy.
Like Josie and the Pussycats.
I would not do that movie.
We have to do
Death Proof.
Death Proof.
Sure.
Have you seen it?
Yes.
Okay.
I was talking about Robert Rodriguez's film. I can't remember the name of it right now. The black and white comic book.
Oh, Sin City.
Sin
I
City.
said it.
I couldn't remember it.
I was like, what are we talking about?
Sin
my
City.
ass.
Yeah, Sin City.
Yeah. Oh, she was in Luke Cage too. She worked opposite of Luke Cage.
Did they have a sex scene? Because
Yes, they
that
did.
sounds hot.
Dang.
Did
They got in it.
What episode? I want to
I
watch.
don't know.
I want to watch.
But that was one of her more recent things. She stayed away from TV for a while, actually, until only recently she started doing TV.
Well, because she's a name now.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I
So
get
she can
that.
do whatever the hell she wants, Rosario. And we want you to do whatever the hell you want. Make some great stuff, and we will talk about you again.
All right, so before we move on to another character, do you guys want to hear a fun fact?
We only got one left.
All right, well then here's a fun fact. So Jonathan, when he was writing this show, he went to HIV/AIDS meetings called Friends Indeed, a support group for New York people who were suffering from AIDS and other terminal illnesses. And he was in a meeting one day, and a young man said, "I'm not really afraid of dying, and I think I can handle suffering, but the thing I think about all the time is, will I lose my dignity?" And this line sparked his mind, and Jonathan came up with the life support songs and Will I, obviously, that beautiful haunting chant that gets stuck in your head where you're just like, dang, that's what, you're worried about is, will you lose your dignity? Because back in this time, I'm just going to say this because obviously this movie, I picked this for Pride because it's a beautiful homage to that time period when gay people were still fighting for their rights hardcore and they were being discriminated against because of this disease that people thought was brought on by them. So back in the day, when people had AIDS or HIV, when they would die, people wouldn't come to their funerals. Like, that's why when you see the funeral scene and you see Angel's funeral, there's not as many people as you would think would be there for somebody who's so lively and so loving. Like, if he died today, it probably would be filled with people. But because it was back then, people were scared to show up to these funerals because they didn't want to admit that they had a friend that was gay. And they didn't want to admit that they had a friend who had AIDS or HIV.
Yeah.
So people wouldn't show up. People would die, and families and loved ones would not claim their bodies because they thought that they were disgusting and gross, and they didn't want to be a part of that. Like, this is something that people are still fighting, but back in the 80s, it was running rampant where, people were scared to share a toilet with somebody or share a drink because they were uneducated.
They wouldn't shake hands with people.
I mean, we can go back to Magic being diagnosed and people refused to play with him on the court because they were scared that he would bleed and infect them.
Yeah.
I mean,
and
that's what we're talking about.
Not only that, they didn't know how it was transmitted.
They didn't know.
They didn't know that it could only be transmitted through bodily fluids or blood. Back then, like even Eddie Murphy does a stand-up skit about this, about a straight man having his wife who happens to have a gay friend, and they're out having drinks, and as they leave, she gives him like a kiss goodbye. Then a year later, the straight man goes into the doctor and he's like, "Mr. Johnson, you have AIDS." They didn't know. There was too much misinformation out there to make an educated decision.
It's devastating. People wouldn't claim their own loved ones' bodies, and they would have to be thrown into like a massive grave or like a cemetery where they're like unnamed and unclaimed and unloved. And even people who would be like their close friends or their partner wouldn't be able to get their body because they weren't family. Yeah. How awful is that? I'm sorry. I'm just really fucking upset about that shit, but I just wanted to throw that unfun fact out there. So we can move on.
Well, there's really only one person to talk about left. My favorite character in this movie, played by the great Jesse L. Martin.
And we are drinking him tonight.
We are drinking the Tom Collins.
In honor of him.
My dude is the man. And first and foremost, Law and Order.
How dare you jump ahead of me? He is Detective motherfucking Green on Law and Order. And his character was wounded in the line of duty to allow Jesse to take several months off to film this movie. He was like, hey.
He plays a good detective. Detective Joe West from The Flash.
I don't give a shit. He's Detective Green all day.
2014 till now.
All day.
He only sings in one episode of The Flash.
You told me about this, and my dad.
I'm gonna show you that episode.
My dad watches it And every time I see him, I'd be like, Detective Green, or I'd say like
Green.
Collins, and he'd be like, who?
Yeah. What
Every
else
time.
was he in, Bed?
What else was he in?
One of your favorite shows. Smash.
Oh,
Oh, I completely forgot.
Mhm.
Yes.
Oh my
He's in
goodness.
9 episodes. He plays Scott Nichols.
That's right.
Can I give you a fun fact
Yes.
about him?
Yes, please.
When Collins comes into the apartment during Christmas and he says, "Merry Christmas, bitches,"
I love when he does that shit.
that is improv.
Is it really?
Perfect.
And they said
Nice.
that every time that he walked in to that apartment for
Yeah.
that scene, he would say something different. And that's just the one that they kept.
I like
It's
it.
Merry Christmas, bitches.
I love it.
I wonder what
I
he was.
want more of it.
I wonder what else he'd say. He'd be like, L'chaim Chanukah, or like something like I would just say like weird shit. Happy Baby Jesus Day, or like something, I don't know.
Happy holiday, motherfucker.
Motherfucker. I know, I would just come up with
Bells
some.
are ringing.
I'll bet you he
Christmas
comes in
bells are
singing a number of
ringing.
times. I wouldn't be surprised if he
Probably.
came in singing different Christmas carols each time. That would be a fun improv to do.
Where are those outtakes?
Honest living, honest living.
Chris,
honest
if you can forward us those outtakes, we would love to
Please.
see them.
Thank you.
They will remain
Nice camera
anonymous.
cocktails. Cocktail. No S.
No S. No S.
Get the S out of here.
This dude has an amazing voice. One of my
He's-
favorite musical singers.
He set the bar high.
Yeah, he did.
I'm glad
Yeah,
they picked
he
him because
did.
there was no one who's gonna
Oh
fucking
yeah.
beat that shit.
Yeah,
No.
yeah. But as far as like, because Rent is still being performed to this day and touring shows, and stuff, but he set the bar high.
Yeah, I don't
for
think
whoever
anybody can fuck
auditions
with
for
him.
that part.
I did see the Turing show, and it will be coming here to Los Angeles in a couple months.
Yep.
Nice.
So maybe we can go see it.
No.
Maybe me and Smashley can go see it.
Yeah. Just Pantages can get so expensive.
Yeah,
I know.
and they got to fix their doors.
I don't-
Pantages, if you watch us,
I don't think it's that Pantages though, is it?
Yeah, it is.
It was. Damn.
usually most of them
Yeah.
are.
What?
Most touring in Los Angeles end up at the Pantages.
Can I give
Yeah.
you a fun fact?
Yes, please. I'm waiting to give you one. I'm so excited to tell you.
So excited.
Miss Beautiful Jennifer Hudson.
Huh?
She auditioned for this movie
What?
Wow.
to play Joanne.
Nice.
She didn't get it,
Poor thing.
but then
What?
got Effie, bitch, where she won
Nice.
her
Oh,
Academy
damn.
Award. So
I love it.
you know,
Wow.
you can't have your cake and eat it too. But Jennifer,
What
I don't
the
know.
fuck?
I don't think she's a good enough dancer.
Maybe.
You remember we talked about
Maybe.
this?
Jesse
You weren't on
can
that
fucking
But
dance.
even in
She can.
Dreamgirls, she learned.
Well,
she learned.
she did learn, and she had to, really work on it.
Yeah.
But the movements on that one is quite simple. You know, they do their little doo-wop moves.
But
she
Joanne
has to-
doesn't dance.
Yeah,
She
she
had
only
to
does.
dance.
That's
She
true.
only does the
She
tango.
does the tango.
And hey, can you tango?
I mean, I can learn.
I mean, I can't tango. I'm not gonna lie. Rose and everything.
Interesting. That's a fun fact.
Yeah.
You want another one?
But watching
Okay.
Jesse dance in this, like even when they're doing La Vie Boheme and he does like 4 or 5 revolutions in a row, like damn dude, and like precision style, like his whole body is moving, like not swaying left to right or anything.
Yeah.
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 My dude is definitely trained.
I mean, look at their dance moves in Santa Fe on the train.
Oh,
so
yeah.
awesome! Him and Angel swinging on the poles.
Yeah.
and
I love that they did that on the train.
Santa Fe. All I know is when I moved to San Francisco, when the train was super empty, I would sing that song and,
I
and swing on
love
the
it.
poles.
I love
Hey,
it.
Helen, you know what I'm talking about.
So he made his money in TV.
Yeah.
He is known for being Mr. Com Collins in Rent, and he is soon to be known for something else.
I'm scared.
It's a movie.
Okay.
Okay.
It's in post-production.
Is there music singing?
There is music to it.
Oh.
Oh, do you know?
Maybe.
I doubt it.
Give it to me.
It is called Sexual Healing.
See Marvin Gaye?
He is Marvin Gaye.
My
Yes.
God.
Sexual healing.
Yes.
He can heal my
Jesse
sexual
L.
life.
Martin is going to be playing Marvin Gaye in Sexual
Holy
Healing.
shit.
This movie is in post-production right meow.
I just got chills.
Okay, can we
And
please,
he looks like him now.
Yeah.
can we please promise that us three are going
Yes,
to see
we're
that
gonna see it in
one
theaters.
together?
Who's
Ugh.
the director?
Director is Julian Temple.
Ooh, don't
I'm not
know.
sure who that is,
Oh my
but
goodness.
yeah.
Sexual.
That is
It's going to
amazing.
focus on his later years
Yeah.
when he was living in Europe.
on that smack.
Yeah.
But just his voice, like he's perfect. Oh
He's
my gosh.
perfect to play this
Made me
role.
cry.
Yeah. So,
Sexual.
Good for him.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Sexual.
exciting.
Detective Green out there solving crimes and healing sexual.
I hope they do music.
What's going on, man?
What's going on? Oh, yeah.
What's
They're definitely
going
going to do
on? I'm gonna
those.
cry.
We need to
when he
ask him
sings
what's
that.
going on.
Yeah.
That's
Somebody
always
called
cry.
Jesse and find out what was really
What
going
was really
on.
going on? What you think was really going on, Jesse?
Yeah. So, but how does that song? Just like music. Yeah. I hope that they do that one because that's
Yeah,
a
that's
hell
a good
of
one.
Dude, if you no, how young was Marvin when he was in that white all white jumpsuit? That was a little earlier, huh?
I don't know.
Shit.
I don't know much. I mean, I know much about his life, but not like that much.
Okay. Well,
But we will once this movie
Yeah.
fucking come
once
out.
this movie comes out, we're gonna watch the shit out of that movie. I'm so excited. That was my ringtone for like 3 years.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh
Well,
shit.
the Eric Sermon version.
Okay. Can I give you a couple more fun facts before we head out of here?
Yes.
Yes, you can. I'm out.
Okay. The song "Only Thing to Do Is Jump Over the Moon." She.
Oh, sorry.
I gotta get out of here. Okay, so that song, she sang it live. She was not lip singing. That's lively done, and she did it about 7 times.
Ow.
Yeah, and
Ow.
It's a lot.
that's a lot for a song that's
Yeah.
so intense. But
Yeah.
she did this shit on stage twice a day at least. You know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. She's done it 100 times in the theater, so it's no problem to do it
Yeah.
in front of a camera.
I think the difference, because this isn't one of Jason's favorite songs.
Ashley keeps
in the
looking at me
movie,
because this is
I
the
know,
part of
he
the
already-
movie
This
that's
is
like
like,
not my
meh.
favorite.
he already
No,
told me this.
But it's very different from watching it in the movie and seeing it on stage.
I'm
Yes.
sure it is.
Because seeing it in theater, that song is hilarious.
Yeah.
Because she's performing to the audience. So
she's performing to us, and we're the one mooing back to her.
Right, yeah, she's like, moo with me, and she's all crazy, and like you're like, she's waiting for that one person in the audience to go moo, and then everyone starts getting comfortable.
I have
doing
always been the first mooer. I'm like, moo with me, moo,
Yeah.
bitch.
it. Yeah. Well, now Rent has such a huge cult following, so
Yeah.
everyone will start mooing. But when I remember seeing it in 2nd grade. And everyone in the audience was quiet at first until like there were like a couple moos.
I'm like really pissed you saw this in 2nd grade. Continue though.
But like a couple, and then everyone started laughing. We're like, okay, moo, moo. So I think it's very different from seeing it, the movie version and the stage version for that song.
I got you.
Get out of here, utensils. Go back to China. Beady bong. I can sing this entire show.
And we will.
We will. But I
As soon
got
as we're done.
one more fun fact for you. This movie is set in New York City.
Times are shitty.
but I'm pretty sure they can't get worse. This movie is filmed in San Francisco and New York, but during summer and spring. So they had to add the smoke to everybody's mouth
Talking, yeah.
when they were talking, except for what's
Collins?
Collins. Yeah, when they get the
What scene?
I'll cover you.
Oh, okay.
I'll cover you where he buys the jacket. That's the
Yeah.
only
Gotcha.
scene that's real. Everything else is digitally added.
Gotcha.
I was gonna say it was very sunny in that scene in the movie.
But it must have been cold.
Sure.
Interesting.
That's what I read.
That
So-
late frost.
That late for the early morning frost.
Possibly. Yeah. One of those days where there's not too many clouds in the sky, but it's still cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that was kinda
coastal
today.
breeze is still hitting you.
Yeah. But this was it's such a good musical, Rent. Yeah. For any of you who haven't seen it, give the movie a chance.
Go check it out. It's a good
Yeah.
one. And I'm a skeptic. But not on this movie. It's so fucking good.
Yeah, it's good. Thank you, Jonathan Larson.
Thank you,
for
Jonathan
creating
Larson. Thank you for dying and
For dying.
and putting your whole life's work into something that can last generations. Your guys' kids are going to be going to see this when they're in second grade.
They're going to be singing it in the car.
They're going to be singing it in the car. You know, I'm going to dress up as Angel for Halloween one year.
I'm going to be
I
the
don't
dad
know.
from
that's a
Step
good
Brothers.
one.
Don't fuck it up this time.
But yeah, I'm extremely glad that we picked this movie. Once again, happy Pride Month to everybody. I wanted this to have something that I could connect you guys to. And
Yes.
This is what I got. So I hope you guys liked it.
Yeah. Next year, maybe we won't do musical month. Maybe we'll just do Pride Month.
I'm down.
That'd be fun.
We can move musical month to any month.
Yeah, we really can.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I think that's all I got.
Awesome. Moving on to...
The East Side.
Oh, I thought.
He loves
Is
about
it
me.
time?
It is time.
It is time. And you know what time it is?
What time is it?
It's time for Z for the people.
Nice.
I fucking love singing that. Okay, so obviously we have to have a awesome Z for the people, and I found one called the Elton John AIDS Foundation.
Yay!
So this
I
is
love it.
Elton John's
I love
baby. He has been fighting a good fight against AIDS for 25 years now with this foundation. Okay, so Elton John, he had lost tons of friends and loved ones to this horrible disease that we were talking about all day. So he started this foundation to help educate people on being aware of how to prevent to have it, how to talk to your sex partner about if they're tested, if you're tested, positive, negative, and also they raise money for research to find a cure for this awful disease.
Sure.
So they're like to spread the message that HIV is not a crime, but criminalizing it is a crime. It is. Don't make people feel bad just because they accidentally got caught up with this disease that literally any of us can get.
Anybody.
Yeah.
And just because in the 80s the majority of people were gay people, now the majority of people are women that have this disease because men are not telling them or people aren't having these discussions that you need to have.
Yeah.
So,
Get on that Truvada, y'all.
I was
Get
gonna
on
say there is a
that.
pill
there is a
to
pill.
prevent. To
So Elton John.
Jesus.
I'm sorry. For those of you who don't know, I was in the Truvada commercial, and
I
that's
wasn't
why
gonna
Ash
say
was
anything.
laughing so hard.
was not going to say anything. But yes, he is. He's playing soccer or some shit, right?
I don't make more money by you guys signing up. I'm just saying, get on it because it's a safe thing to do. They've already paid me.
Oh, did they pay you in pills? Because I want some.
No. No, dollar bills, y'all.
Okay, so Elton John raised on Oscar night, he raised $6.3 million for this foundation that he started. So if you want to get involved with them, if you want to donate, find out more information, please go to EJAF.org.
There you go.
I fucking hate Jen.
EJAF.
I
Fucking Jen.
hate Jen. It
I
is
love
making
Jen.
my
I
fucking
love
mind
Jen.
go bananas right now. I can't even think. This is a weird episode because I can't think. So yeah, that's my Z for the people.
Wow.
Woo!
Get it?
I'm hot.
It's hot.
Yeah.
My
Running
brain's not working.
My brains are fried.
Jen.
It's been a tough one.
Oh my god.
We knew it was going to be an interesting one. We just didn't know what direction
Oh my
this
goodness.
episode was going to go.
You guys, thank you for sticking with us. 'cause
Yeah,
this-
thank you.
we got our rent.
And as a special treat, we're going to do a scene for next week's movie. But before that,
But before that, you guys, before I start blushing and giggling, please send us your Hollywood Close Encounters, any movie you want us to do, any drink you want us to make, to Lights Camera Cocktail, no S, at gmail.com. Oh, he is drinking. Get the S out of here.
my fault.
Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and I'm trying to really get on our Twitterness. So, shout me out on Twitter. So, yeah. I don't know where I put my script, but I think it's all in my head, so let's just do it.
No, you gotta find that thing. Hell no.
He said no.
Hell to the no.
No.
That's why we have backup scripts.
Dang.
Scripty, where you at?
It's not highlighted, so I
Oh,
can't.
that was me.
It's not highlighted.
That was you. Thank you. Thank you for bringing these up.
It's probably on the photo.
I don't know. I
or something
think it's
like
in the
that.
kitchen because I was reading it in the kitchen.
Okay.
Anyway.
Well, we're going to do this scene from next week's episode, and a lot of people should know it.
I feel like a lot of people should know it.
And it's interesting. It took us a while to find a fucking scene from this movie.
It
is
did.
hard to find an interaction that goes on for more than 10 seconds in this movie.
But I did request to be this person, so
You
let's do
better channel that inner get it. And here we go.
Hold on. I love doing that.
Oh, I got to channel a character also. Okay, let me find him real quick.
Yeah, let's get that voice right. Talking about me.
Sorry. We're loose. Can you get us out of here in 30 seconds?
I ain't heard no fat lady.
Forget the fat lady. You're obsessed with fat ladies. Get us out of here. Oh, they're chasing us.
Oh, really? You think?
I took a hit.
Oh, no. We're not hit. Stop side seat driving.
Left, tunnel. Exit.
Where the hell do you think I'm going?
Okay. We're let's take that back. I don't feel right.
I was feeling myself, but let's do this. All right.
Okay, here we go.
Take two.
Take two, baby. We're loose. Can you get us out of here in 30 seconds?
I ain't heard no fat lady.
Forget the fat lady. You're obsessed with fat ladies. Drive us out of here. Oh, they're chasing us.
Oh, really? You think?
Oh, whoa. I took a hit. I know I took a hit.
We're not hit. Stop side seat driving.
Left. Tunnel. Exit.
Where the hell do you think I'm going?
Okay. We're oh, over there. The door's closing.
Shut up.
Must go faster. Go.
Wow! Elvis has left the building.
Oh, thank you very much. I love you.
Oh my god.
Hey, that one was pretty good.
You okay there? You need some water?
I'm not
You need
okay.
some Tom Collins?
No. All right, you guys, that is our show. We thank you
Yes.
so much for sticking with us. We will be here again next week on a whole new episode of Lights, Camera, Cocktails.
Cocktails.
Can I end? Oh,
Oh, go ahead. You got to
Just
end
I'm
it.
Throw it out there.
sorry. I just want to end it with a quote. Adina Menzel wanted her fans to remember from Rent.
Oh, shit.
And that is to stay in the moment and live for today.
Nice. I like that.
No day
But
today.
I was going to say, actual reality, act up,
Fight AIDS!